Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Ryan the Grizzly, and there's Tay, because I didn't know where he was. I was like, what's going on? Uh, yeah, man. So how you feeling tonight?
I am winded right now. I just ran upstairs.
You man, like you took off. Like, I'm in the background. I'm seeing everything. He takes off. I'm like, all right, what the hell? He says, "Be right back." I'm like, shit. And I see him run, and I see the time going down. I was like, oh shit, we gotta get this done. We gotta get
Yeah, yeah. I know. You went to like legit the last second of our intro of our bike,
this.
and I just came running back downstairs.
Oh man. But yeah, no, we're gonna have a good show tonight. We have a lot of things we're gonna talk about. I'm finally got Tank to watch the Institute. So it's good.
Man, yeah,
When I saw it was approved for the second season already, I was like, guys, I'm telling you, this is what's going on. It's a great deal. This is a great show. And finally, checked it out. It is fun. I really enjoyed it. I think the ending is interesting. I cannot wait to kind of break down the last couple of episodes. And shout out to Nikisha for telling us to go check it out.
yes.
Because without you, I don't know if I would have watched it, and I enjoyed it immensely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed from the start, but it was definitely a slower start, and then I just got busy with other things and other shows, and it just kind of like fell off, and then I caught up, right before the finale last night, and wow, damn,
I was like,
it was good.
Last like 4 or 5 episodes were fire.
Yeah. Yeah, like I watched the last episode almost when it came out. I went on MGM. I don't even know when they come out, but I watched it around like 9 o'clock our time. So yeah, it was good. It was really good. I was like, I see why they got a second season for sure.
I cannot wait to talk about Peacemaker because that's gonna be interesting. And then I was able to watch my first episode of Upload because it's season 4 of Upload. A lot of people don't watch as much, but I love it. So I'm enjoying it. I'm probably not gonna go to sleep tonight. I'm just gonna let you guys know I'm probably gonna stay up all night watching all the rest of Upload. So,
how many episodes?
So far I've only seen 4. See, they had 4. I think it's gonna be 8 this season. I think it's 8.
Okay.
So I am excited for that. Yeah.
Nice. So what's that on
Amazon.
Amazon, okay.
Season 4. So season 4 is the final season.
Oh, damn. Yeah. It was a good show. I just kind of fell off after season 1. And then they really didn't promote it. Like season 1, I remember them talking about it a lot. Mm-hmm. After that, it was just like, and then season 3, I saw some things. I'm like, what happened to season 2? Like, it was just, yeah. So, yeah, I'll catch up on that one day.
No, you won't. You ain't got no
Not
time. Really. You got the time. This is why I'm here, because I can watch all of it for us. Let's check it out.
Yep.
What we got? Comments.
Let's see. We got Fernando coming in saying what's up. Saying hope we're reviewing Peacemaker tonight. We are.
I ain't gonna like what I got to say.
I already kind of know because I watch you on Anzo's stream. Drew saying what's up, Drew? And we got Jay Thrope.
So what's up, Jerry? Appreciate it. I was actually on the phone with Jerry for a little bit right before the show. So yeah.
There you go. Nice. Appreciate you coming in. Drew says good news. Got the Blu-ray Zack Snyder Justice League at Walmart for only $9. Damn, that is a steal, man. That is a steal. $9 for it is damn.
It's awesome. Yeah. I sent out the package that we need to send out today, and then I sent out another package today because I don't know if everyone knows, but Brandon, he comes in all the time. His birthday was Friday, so send him a little care package. He ain't here yet, so I can tell you guys. Send him a little care package. So I'm expecting him to. He might come on Thursday, and be like, "Whoa." Like, yeah, got you back.
What's going on? Yeah, he's been around for such a long time.
Yeah,
and we always appreciate him. Let's see what else we got. We got Danny said from the way I see it channel saying what's up, Tank Brian, and then over on the Road to Wisdom channel, his other channel, saying what's up.
But that's important that you guys want to support Danny. You want to go both the way I see it and the Road to Wisdom. The way I see it is all shorts. The Road to Wisdom is his main channel. All great. Got to make sure you take care of him, man. He's, not just a friend, but like I talk to him so often. Me and Danny argued all weekend. So he is one. Yeah, we literally did. And he has good taste, but not as good as mine, so it's okay.
That's funny. Yeah, so check out Road of Wisdom the way I see it. And they said a peace sleeper.
There's a lot of things wrong with that it's not boring. I promise you that.
No, it's the first. It was the first episode.
Yeah.
So
it's just a lot of stuff going on. You had to set up a lot of things, how you're going to run the season. But yeah, I don't think it was bad at all.
Yeah. Mango watch Strange New Worlds and
Chief of War is
I've been
fire.
Hearing good things.
It's fire. So I'm all Strange New Worlds. I watched the season 1, but I've always wanted to get into it. But I'm such a Next Generation fan that it's hard for me to get into all the other ones, even though I could recognize that they're good. I just can't get into it because it's not what I want. That's why I love Picard season 3, 1, 2, and 3. I could watch that all day because I like that. So I want to see Patrick Stewart. That's has nothing to do with quality, because quality Strange New Worlds I've heard is unbelievable. But yeah, quality. Yeah. For me, I still watch Star Trek: The Next Generation just randomly. Just randomly, like it's a Tuesday. Like watch.
It's always on TV.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I watch it. I have a tape. I have all the seasons. I have it all. So.
Okay. I got laggy a little bit. Yeah. So definitely Chief of War. Yeah, definitely that one. I don't know how many episodes is that show gonna get.
Chief of War. I thought it was gonna be 8 to 10. I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's what everything is about now, right? So it's on episode 6. Comes up
Twisted
this
Metal.
Week. How many Twisted Metal are you getting?
12.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought you were gonna say like 20. No, I was like,
it's 12, but to be fair, it's only 12 of was it 35-minute episodes? So
like super quick and easy.
So Chief of War is getting 9 episodes.
It's 9. Yep, it's 9.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's
reading also Spider-Man. That's what I'm like.
It was
nice.
It's the unification of all the Hawaiian islands. From an indigenous perspective of the people actually there, and how they have these main chiefs, and then you have an outsider who was supposed to be a chief that kind of left. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I know it's like based on real life events and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I remember Momoa talking about it like I want to say last year or 2 years ago, talking about it and then talking about the actual kind of events that really went on and stuff like that. So I'm like, that sounds cool.
Come on, Europe tried to colonize everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Like, well, this is an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. I want it. How? What you gonna do?
I mean, look, the moon is a good example. Other countries are like, we're gonna try to go to space. And America's like, the fuck you are.
MARS, Mars. Let's go. Next place. Let's do it.
Oh man, but yeah, Chief of War. When I saw the first episode, I gotta finish watching it. It's Apple though, man. Apple they make so many good shows that just not enough people talk about it.
I figured it out.
Yep,
I figured it out. Apple has to take losses to have tax write-off. So they're gonna put all this money into all their shows so they can have tax write-offs. And then they make a mistake, and then they get a show like Severance, and then they make all this money because everyone's watching it. But they're not trying to tell you about it. They're just trying to lose money and put money into it. But it's so quality that all of a sudden it just pops off. So
yeah. I think how much, I forgot how much they said there. I know it was a few $1 billion. They said they were going to put into like their film part of everything, between TV and movie. So,
I mean, but they also are releasing things in theaters.
yeah.
You know?
Was it F1 Apple? I know, or is it I know it's not
I just know highest to lowest it came to theaters last 2 weeks ago?
yeah, I
Lowest
completely forgot about that. Yeah.
So, but it's going to be available at home. I think September 3rd, 4th,
Oh,
something like
wow.
that. Like, so
Okay.
it's only getting a month in there without me being there. So,
yeah. Oh, yeah. So F1 is Apple Original Films and Warner Brothers. So it seems like a lot of times when Apple makes movies, it's usually teaming up with another company, So
it's funny because I want to bring up highest to lowest because September 5th it comes on Apple TV. But talking to a couple of people or hearing some interviews, you hear that Denzel is an avid rapper.
Is what?
He can rap.
Oh, for real? Oh,
yeah. So highest to lowest is going to be he's a music mogul. How you false music mogul who deals with a kidnapping, right? So, but he's into music and he shows his love for music there, which brings me all the way back to Danny again because me and Danny were talking about the best rappers of all time, and he thinks Redman is the top 5 rapper of all time, and I told him he's not top 25, and that was our whole argument.
That's a big difference.
That was a whole argument. I mean, this is an all-time list, right? So like this is like I'm not denying that he's good. I just say he's not top 5 all time. He's probably gonna yell at me now.
You put it in chat.
Redman is the best.
Oh man, yeah. I know,
man.
You need to get a panel together and stream it on either co-streaming with everybody or what, but you need to get a panel together and talk about like just best rappers like ever.
I love music, so like I listen to R&B, I listen to jazz, I listen to blues, I play like all woodwinds. Like I could pick up any woodwind and play it. Like I love actual music, so I'll do it all day. I'm not Tank because I can't play guitar, but but
the only fucking genre of music that just it sounds like nails on a chalkboard is country. I fucking hate country.
There's some country that's good, man.
There's some country I can kind of
new country.
It's
like pop country shit.
Yep.
This
like country
Taylor
pop
Swift
stuff.
Country shit, like no, I'm not. It's just, and I'm not digging on Taylor Swift. Like she's a pop artist. It's just when people are like, "Oh, she's a country star." No, she's not. But then there's that country pop shit that was like,
we talk about Beyonce doing the same thing. You better not say nothing about Beyonce because then we will be canceled before we even get started, bro. So let's just not do it.
yeah. I mean, but but it's not my genre, so I'm not a big fan of it. But I mean, but like my grandfather back in the day, he was in a bluegrass band, way back in the day. So like he was big into that. So like, I even like when I went to go visit him, it was always like had a bluegrass like kind of folky kind of sound.
That's awesome. But my father-in-law father-in-law played in his own, he had his own band, whatever, R&B band. He was, in that, and then his cousin is Dave Hollister, who sing for Black Street and all that stuff. So like he gave up concerts. So I've met like the Isley brothers, Ronald Isley, who was like cool. What the coldest dude. Tony, like, who else was it? Not New Edition, but I've seen Boys to Men. I've met Gap Band. Because he's done all these huge concerts. So I had to be the guy to go and pay them the money. So because what they do is they'll take half. Like Ronald Isley, I don't care if he knows. He charged $90,000. $45,000 is wired to him. $45,000 in cash the day of the concert. So I had to go out there and count $45,000 in front of him.
How old were you?
This is like 12, 13 years ago. So I was,
okay. I thought you were going to say when you were 12.
No. This like
Like,
because I was already married at this time. So
okay,
but it was cool. I met a lot of different artists because of it.
that's awesome. Yeah, that's super cool.
Tina Marie, Sean, what's it? Shonda Moore, I can't remember her name, but I met a lot of them. List of all these people. So and they charge so much money, money. So yeah,
I bet. Now, yeah, you need to get a panel together with a good amount of people. Not too much, but enough, like maybe like 5 or 6 people, and get a nice music, night going.
Because you know what, a lot of people have really good taste. Oh, you want to know my stance on LL Cool J? LL Cool J is hot as hell. I love LL Cool J. I have him in my top 10 all time. Love LL Cool J.
I've seen that before.
Love him. I sent my list. Like Danny was talking about him on Anzo, but I was working. I already had my list already copied and pasted. So as soon as he said it, as soon as I got a chance, I pasted it and sent it to him. Like, I got my top 25 list already ready for you.
Yeah, LL is one of the ones who's like consistently put out content that I've always liked. What's going on? I don't think any of his albums I've actively disliked, and I have a stack of them.
Because he did 10 in 2000. Like, the dude was fire just all the time, and then he could talk to the ladies too.
I'd say that's when he peaked. Like the like a stint like through like the early to mid 2000s. That was like peak LL for me.
Dude, where's my? They had their top 10, 15 list. I had mine ready to go. Tupac, Biggie, Black Thought, Rakim, Nas, KRS-One, Busta, LL, Big Daddy Kane, Eminem, Method Man, Jay-Z, DMX, Jadakiss, Andre 3000, Ice Cube, Big L, Raekwon, Chuck D, Ludacris, Redman, Kanye, Common, Snoop, and Kendrick. And I had Kendrick all at the bottom, but
that's a solid list.
So
okay, what is that? 20?
That's 25.
That's 25.
25. Okay.
I'm ready.
Because Redman stuck in there right at the end, so he makes top 25.
Yeah, he's 21. I give him a hard time, but he's 21.
I wasn't ready for this conversation. Now I got something to think about.
Say Chris Stapleton is a beast. I don't know. Shania Twain is came to if you're in.
Well, you have country ballads.
Yeah,
country ballads are amazing. I know, Tony. I didn't put T.I. There's a lot of people on there. I didn't. T.I.'s. I love a lot of different people, but I think when you're talking about the top of hip hop, you have to give honor to the people who made hip hop who it is. And as you just said, Fernando, Rakim changed the way rap was made. Like the way people rapped. It was DJ. Rakim changed the way it was. Like hip hop was this way. Rakim came and it went this way. So like he has to be in the top of top 5, man. So understanding that makes it's huge. It's to understand. But I don't have a lot of new people on it, even though I respect a lot of the new ones. J. Cole is one of my favorites. I just don't. It's hard climbing up that ladder for me. I love J. Cole, but what am I gonna do? Yeah, I mean, I have Jay-Z at 12. So it tells you enough. So. And these are MCs, not just rappers. MCs. As I know, a weapon of mass distraction. So that's what I do. Distract everybody.
No, I'm saying because I'm like whenever we bring up like this, like a bunch of people in chat are just like everyone's got
everyone has
they
have their list. It makes sense. I appreciate everyone. Kool Moe Dee definitely deserves to be up there, but Kool Moe Dee, like, who am I going to have him going against? Because when LL battled, he battled people in 80s, 90s, and the 2000s. Do you guys know Cannabis? No, because LL ended his career. that's why you get the respect. Man.
Yeah. Also, shout out to everyone that's joined. I don't know, we got a big old jump in people, so I know y'all come from a different stream or something, but what's up, everybody? Welcome.
Hey, what's up?
Kind of hanging out with chat.
Come on, Bear says she think that's high for Jay-Z. Cannabis was real nice, man. He just shouldn't ever went after LL on his own song. You don't talk about trying to get the mic on his arm, man. You don't do that. Once you did that, that's why LL ended your career. That's just not a good look. You don't do those things, you know.
Danny said, me and Chris got a show on our channel where we showcase the top guitarists of all time, and Roy Clark is one of the best ever. Roy Clark is one of the best ever. I think Chet Atkins might be a little bit better than Roy Clark, but I mean, for me, like, they're both like 1A and B1 or A1. It's like they're both like, there's a video of them playing together, and oh my god, man, it's just like two of the greatest guitar players of all time.
Bad. So that's you had me at a disadvantage because I would say, like, I don't know. I always thought Eric Clapton was, but that's just because I think Eric Clapton could do crazy
things.
He's good, so just like Santana. Like you talk about
Santana's amazing too. When you're one person, and Roy Clark does it too, and Chet Atkins does it as well. When you're one person and you sound like you have three guitars, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how, and I'm not even exaggerating. It was like, how are you playing a rhythm and a lead, and then also like have like kind of like a bass line in it? It was like they go over the top of the neck and pick with their thumb with the top E, and I mean, those guys are insane. Like, for me, those two are the top of all time.
As someone who plays guitar as well, I think those are the best kinds of guitarists. I know I'm kind of taking the easy route, but one of my favorites has always been Prince, just because he is.
Oh, because Prince is unbelievable. Oh my god,
he's a one-man band.
Yeah, I want to pick up this trumpet and figure out how to play a trumpet, and then I want to make a whole album of me playing the trumpet.
Yeah, as far as like kind of like other guitarists go, I'd say.
Do you have Slash?
I was thinking of Slash or John Frusciante from Chili Peppers.
Okay.
And I gotta kind of put Freddie King on there as well.
Freddie King. Yeah. I mean, I know Danny said Brian Seltzer. He was great. Yeah. Because my dad was a big Stray Cats fan back in the day, and then obviously Brian Seltzer became his own thing. So and I just got a video for my son because he loves Mickey Mouse, and back in the early 90s, I think it was, or sometime in the 90s, there was the Mickey Mouse, not the clubhouse. It was like a venue kind of thing. I'm drawing a blank on it, but the theme song was
House of Mouse.
House of Mouse.
Yeah, House of Mouse.
Yes,
House of Mouse.
Yes.
Brian Seltzer he did the intro, and so now like he kind of likes it because it's like a swing.
He sure did. Song.
Yeah, he did.
He sure did.
He heard it, and he's the guitar, and he's like, oh. But Brian Seltzer is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I used to watch the shit out of House of Mouse every Saturday morning.
It's yeah. My son loves it because it has all the old and newer at that time.
Why is that not on Disney Plus? By the way,
it was.
It's copyright issues, man.
What are they?
It was for House a long time. House of Mouse was on Disney. I'm saying not on the Disney Plus. It was on Disney.
Yeah.
It was on the TV show, but like, yeah.
I think it had like 4 seasons, 5 seasons, something like that.
They usually do.
Yeah, it was on for a hot minute.
Yeah,
it was on for a good minute.
Disney made a rule of 3 seasons for most things.
For a lot of the live action, even 3 seasons. But I mean, yeah, because even look like a Clubhouse is, I think, 3 seasons, or maybe Clubhouse might be 4 seasons. But I know it's kiddie stuff.
Clubhouse,
but then now they got the new one, the Clubhouse Plus. Because they don't want to run something too long because then you got to pay royalties a certain way.
Exactly.
And, like, Disney is super. As much as I enjoy Disney, they are a horrible fucking business.
They're the
They
worst
screw
people in the
over
world.
so many people. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't dispute that at all.
Yeah. So, Danny, I'm sure Danny's seen it. So there's the Crossroads movies, the 1986 Crossroads movie. Steve Vai at the end, it's like they do the guitar battle, and then like I love that movie growing up. And then as I got older, finding out that Steve Vai was him, was the demon, playing rock, and he was also doing Ralph Macchio's side, the bluesy or rock side. So Steve Vai was doing both guitars. Just Ralph Macchio was just like pretending to play, but it was Steve Vai versus Steve Vai, which was awesome. So yeah, he played both parts. Yeah, so it was like, yeah, so he legit beat himself.
Dude, that's amazing to be able to do
Steve
that.
Vai is another awesome one. Yeah,
that's awesome, man.
Yeah. He does that on stage. That's cool. I did not know that. That's awesome.
Have the coordination to be able to do that is just mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
How did we
They're
go
just
from
two different styles? I know.
We went from talking about TV shows to talking about rap to talk about MCs to talk about greatest guitars. Yeah, and we could go to talk about drummers.
Mickey Mouse in there.
We throw Mickey Mouse. We could go on all those things. That's why I love doing these shows, because we just kind of follow whatever everyone else is doing. We talking about in chat. This is what we just follow. Yeah, we can go all day.
Prince is he's an entertainer, man.
He's a one-man band.
Yeah, he's one of the best halftime shows, hands down.
Easily.
Yeah. And then it starts to rain as he's playing Purple Rain. You can't even write that, man. You can't even write that any better.
When that happened, I was asking myself if that was staged or not.
I first with a sprinkler on the side, like.
Yeah. No, I thought it was like somehow they figured like to put fake rain or something like that, but it was like, oh no, it's real. It's like, and he's out there walking on a stage with high heel platform, boots or whatever, playing the guitar.
Come on, man. You heard Charlie Murphy. Prince out there playing basketball in high heel shoes. We're talking about being amazing, dunking on people on two hands, and then take one off, the other one off, and then going back down. Come on, that's how he does it. You want to ever go to a barbecue and start a fight? Ask someone. Go ask someone. You want Prince or Michael? Just start a fight. Hey, everyone here, Prince or Michael? Fights.
Prince.
All over people. People stop talking to you. Your grandma might be getting you a plate, and all of a sudden you say the wrong name. She throwing the plate in the garbage can. That's what's going to happen at a cookout. You ask that question. I'm telling you. People will go crazy.
Oh man. Here, there's a few people I forgot to bring up. I know T. Have you seen that with T's in the house? Tony.
Of course, I'm Tony.
I'm the fourth Tony.
So we had Tony there. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That was awesome too, man. Yeah, I had it.
That's why he came in. I think right when you said that, he came in. Maria,
what's up? Coming in.
Maria.
Books, Gers, and Purrs. Always appreciate you coming in.
Appreciate you. Hey, see, Fernando he gonna start a fight. Said Michael Jackson all the way.
All the way.
Oh man.
I don't know.
You go in there and just start saying Michael Jackson or Prince. Fight immediately. Go to a barbershop. Go to a barbershop and start asking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and strap in once you do.
The caveat is someone there has to be at least older than 26.
That's the rule.
That's the rule. If you're going to ask that question, no one who was born before 1999 can answer that question. Sorry. Can't answer.
Mm-hmm. You haven't heard enough music yet.
Exactly.
Oh man. T, what's up, T? He said, hello guys. For me, the top two guitars all the time, Jimi Hendrix / those guys are built different. Jimi Hendrix, man. Jimi Hendrix.
is special.
Because like even before he became like Jimi Hendrix, the dude's like in the background playing guitar in a white suit, kind of doing his whole like behind the singer kind of thing.
Yep.
I was like, then he goes gets high as shit and makes amazing music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix.
How good is Santana though?
Santana's awesome. Santana's like super awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like he could do genres like so many. When you release albums and platinum albums of you just playing the fucking guitar, and the singer is on your song because you're that good too. Like I just, that's I always look at that. I look at that. I talk about Eric Clapton. I think Jimi Hendrix is amazing because once again, another person who can play the guitar, sing on his song, but you ain't gotta sing that much. You just play the fucking guitar. How good you are. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of them. Eric Johnson's another really good one. I mean, yeah. Jimi Hendrix, Slash is fun. Slash is a good guitar player. I wouldn't put him up in my like top list.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, but he's good. He's for sure good. But
I mean, if you're talking about like funk and like funk and like P-Funk and disco era stuff like that, Nile Rodgers was amazing and during that era. So like there's guys that are just freaking amazing, that make your guitar sing.
Oh yeah.
But I always have for me, I feel like you should be able to play it unbelievable acoustic, and you can do it on electric guitar. Like that's crazy to me. That's why I keep on thinking Santana and Eric Clapton and stuff like that, because they do those type of things.
Yeah, I mean they're big performers. There's oh my god, I'm trying to blank on his name, but he's a flamenco player. You're talking about like amazing guitar players, like the guys who play like flamenco.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how do you have 20 fingers? It was like, what? It's just like legit, man. It's like it's insane.
It's funny you saying that because that reminds me of like cello players, like Yo-Yo Ma. Yo-Yo Ma's fucking amazing. I remember like studying, watching him in high school play music like an entire orchestra would play, and him just doing it on his own with a cello. Those people. Yo-Yo Ma could play and could be anything, or be on anything. He could be in the hip hop. He could do classical. Man, I love those things. I love it.
Yeah. Oh man, but I know
36 minutes into
I know, right? Well, like when I was like, when I was learning like guitar, and then we had kind of brought it up when we brought up Elvis. When I was learning guitar in elementary school and then in high school and stuff like that, and then finding out who was in Rosetta Tharpe, Sister Rosetta Tharpe, I think her name was. Like her, oh my god, man! Like I was like, she's just shredding the guitar, and just had this electric guitar, and I was like, what? Like, like. Now that I thought was like crazy, because like everyone's like, oh,
I've heard of
Elvis.
Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Yeah, I've heard of her before.
Yeah. Like supposedly she's the one that did one of the Elvis songs supposedly before he did. I can't think of Hound Dog. I think she did Hound Dog supposedly before.
Oh, we definitely know that because you saw that in what movie was that I saw? And you saw her do it. Oh my god. I can't remember which movie I was watching.
Yeah, but she did. But yeah, when I was like finding out and like doing a lot of like guitar like stuff and like that, and then like learning about all these guitar players, because like when you're young, you kind of like whatever's on the radio, so I'm like, oh my god, like for me Metallica was my favorite band, so I was like Kurt Hammett's amazing, and he is, but it was like, oh, then you start finding about these other people, you're like, holy shit, like
you hear about like Eric Clapton and Bob Dylan are saying that she's the best of all time, like
yeah she's like
okay,
so finding out about her, and it's just like, especially in a time when like a lot of like black women were just doing like R&B kind of thing. She's out here with electric guitar, just like shredding it. So it was awesome.
During the 40s, I mean, it was all rock, and all that stuff came from. There are a lot of black women that started all this stuff. and a lot of music companies came and stole their stuff, and you'll hear their songs on the black radio and then hear it get popularized on the white radio, and that's just
what's the other one? Was it Big Mama Thorn? Big Mama Thorn. I might have got it confused.
Yeah.
Was it Big Mama Thorn did Hound Dog? No, I know they both like play guitar, but one of them did Hound Dog, and I thought it was, or it could be.
Was it Tharp did like she's Boogie Woogie on all the stuff. She did a lot of like Little Richard type of things, and so she would also be down with blues and rock and stuff like that. But I think Hound Dog is Big Mama.
Big Mama, okay. Yeah, I got them mixed up. Yeah, but Big Mama was another like yeah. Look up some videos if you guys are interested in like some like history with music, especially like more like rock music. Look at these like two amazing black women just like
killing it.
Yeah, like Jimi Hendrix, nah. Like, let's show you this. But yeah, holy crap, just all over the place. That's what I said the other night, man. When we were talking about like rom-coms, it was like,
this is what we do. We like all this stuff. Yeah. Do we have like 80?
I know we are so far behind with comments. I've been like bouncing around, man, because everyone's like arguing like Michael, not Michael.
Okay, but that's a whole. Mama Bear says that's like going to the middle of a comic book store that's full and saying who has the best superhero, and then watching a whole avalanche of people just saying, going crazy, But I feel like if you do it in a black barbershop or a family reunion, people will stop talking to family. We are no longer family. If you gonna ask me about Prince or Michael Jackson, what? Like
what's up, Delta?
Stuff like that ends relationships, friendships, everything. 100%. If you go to a black barbershop, it's go at your own risk. Bring it up at your own risk.
That's worse than Michael. Is Michael Jordan and LeBron a better basketball player? It's worse to ask about Prince and Michael Jackson. Worse. You don't want to do it.
So it's like if you haven't cut off half of the family by picking the wrong musician, then you go to sports.
Then you go to sports and say, and they have all the young kids saying LeBron James the greatest of all time. There will be old men taking their belts off. Oh, really? This is what you think? Well, I'm gonna show you or something. Whooping butts. That's what's happening.
Oh man,
it's so real.
Talking about like Power Rangers Web Series that Ninja Kids YouTube channel was doing.
No idea what you're talking about. My kids watch Ninja Kids all day long.
I never even heard of Ninja Kids.
All day long.
What the fuck? What is it?
They just doing like gymnastics and all these like competitions and crazy things. So yeah.
Huh. Okay. There's definitely way worse things out there than that. So,
but I mean, like if I'm right now, she's probably my oldest is probably asleep right now watching Ninja Kids.
Fell asleep watching it. Okay. Oh man. Hey, no, didn't know about that. There you go. I'm a big horror fan, but I slowly moving away from supernatural horror. Really? Wait, why did see what mom? I see. I'm skipping around. You laugh at some Paranoid Exorcist, one of my favorite series.
Nope. I believe in possessions. Nope. I don't have anything to do with it. Y'all saw. I don't know if you checked out the video I released today for The Conjuring. You saw all them all happy and stuff and pointing and stuff, and saw me walking away because I don't do that. Nope, not me.
I know that. I saw the thumbnail. I laughed. That's funny. Oh man, yeah. Anzo in the house. What's up? Big Ford Entertainment.
What up, Anzo? So check out me and Anzo. We're going to do our show. We're going to start it on Saturday. I think, do the rewind.
Is that coming Saturday?
This coming up Saturday morning, 9 Central. I think it's 9 Central, 10 Eastern. I think that's what we're going to do. And kind of just going through all the stuff that get released in movies and entertainment, and it's kind of going through all that stuff. So kind of just help us support us on, and we'll flop between the two channels. We might even just co-stream
for a little bit,
and then we'll just flip flop whoever who's hosting it. But yeah, I think we're gonna do a real good thing. So check us out. I got this transition I want to work with. I want to see if he likes it because he said he has this great opening. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun. So of course everyone's invited, but I don't know if you guys gonna be here at 9 a.m. But let's do it. I can't.
I'll be up. I'll be up. What?
You up at 6 when Lucas grabbing your eyelids. So
oh man, last night was rough. Even like right now. So just in case if I like run and I just randomly I'm off screen and I run, it's probably because both of my kids woke up at the same time because one's had 103 fever, so it kind of went down, but he's still not sleeping too well. So that's what happened right before. As soon as I hit go live, my girlfriend called to go help because one's sleeping and the other one's crying because the other one's making noise. So I was like, oh my god.
They're still real. They love the kids still. You know me, my kids were starting to yell. I locked the door. Shut up! I don't care.
Normal circumstances of like, all right, go sleep. When he's sick, I feel bad, man.
No, you should do what you're doing is the right thing.
I feel bad.
I was over.
And the thing is, like, my oldest, whenever he's sick at night, he calls for me. So it's like da da, and it's like, and when she goes to him and she goes, "Oh, I'm here," he goes da da da. He gets something mad.
That's so nice of you guys. You guys are good parents still. You still got you got 2 more years left in you. I think you guys got it.
Before I'm broken.
Before you say I don't care.
Oh man, I almost broke the other day a few weeks ago trying to sleep train my youngest in his own bed. Damn, that was rough.
I remember once just I had to just put like something on top of the hood, the crib. Like, look, you stay in here. I don't care. It's like, you can't do that. That's like put him in a little jail. Yep.
That's the whole point.
That was it.
Terrence says he's got to go take care of Michael Jackson is to go.
Awesome.
right before he's out.
I love it. Dude, just run to a room and just start saying Michael Jackson to go and run out and then see all the carnage that you leave.
Oh man. But yeah. I said Delta Dan said I would put the Led Zeppelin dude up there too. Yeah, Jimmy Page.
Absolutely.
Good. Oh man. Hey, you guys are having this whole like conversation about like supernatural stuff. I'll trade a movie and I hear children laughing afterwards. That freaks me out. Who's laughing?
Yeah.
Where's that? Yeah, I just will leave.
Exactly, Mama Bear. Children laughing, you're like, oh, that's funny, because like kids laughing, like might get you to laugh, but not if it's 3 a.m. and you're by yourself
in the dead of night with the lights out.
It wouldn't even bother me. I could be in the middle of sleep, hearing kids laughing. I'm the only one in the room, only one in the house. I was gonna get up calmly and walk out, never come back.
Like, nope.
Just driving to the horizon.
Yeah.
Just leave the key, leave the door open. Like,
not for me. Just leave. I'll start over somewhere else.
And that's enough for me to jump out the window. And you know me, I don't scare easily.
Yeah,
that's
definitely freaky.
That's my that's kind of my tipping point.
Who in the world would say that?
With Mama Bear?
Yeah, I wouldn't even argue with that person. I would leave.
What?
I would never talk to that person again.
Just slap him.
No, I would literally, like, we'll be in the middle of a conversation. They say that I would literally look in their eyes and then never look at them again and walk away.
Yeah, that's
we are never looking again.
You're
never.
dead to me.
You're dead to me. So, oh hell no, mama. That's no sense.
So I think supernatural content is once overboard, I'll fall back on it. Yeah, supernatural horror is always fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Chris Brown is a MJ baby.
Chris Brown wouldn't say he's better than MJ. Like, literally, I heard an interview with Chris Brown that doesn't. He wouldn't even say he's better than MJ.
I know the one you're talking about. So I've seen that one.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, dude, I couldn't do half the stuff. I wouldn't even do it. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. See, this is the reason why Brian said like the person needs to be what would you say? Older?
If you're not born by 1999, you can't be in the conversation. You shouldn't be allowed to talk.
Yeah, because I guarantee that's the person who's like, oh, Chris Brown's the best. It's like, what?
Like everyone, the conversation will stop. All the people will look. Once again, that's when old men be like, no, that's it. I can't do this anymore. Take it off the belt because you're gonna learn. You're gonna be a 26-year-old person getting a whooping in front of everybody.
Yeah. That's some young person, who doesn't know yet. I think CB's a better dancer than MJ.
No, even Chris Brown doesn't believe it. Even Chris Brown doesn't believe it.
Yeah.
Because he feels the music differently. He understands how to do it differently. When someone creates it, more is different than the person who's actually, following what people create. They're not doing anything different, So he feels it differently. So I don't think so.
Yeah. Every pop star is an MJ baby.
Yeah, because he's created a genre, really.
Mm-hmm. Especially those little K-pop kids.
He didn't create the dance, but he created the genre that they follow. Understand? There was no. So I mean, James Brown doing the stuff that he was doing. Michael Jackson talks about the people that made him feel like he taught him how to do these things, and the people that he modeled his stuff out. But once again, just like I had that Rakim conversation where it was going one way, and then one person changes the way the genre goes. That's the same thing, Michael Jackson. It's not about you creating it; it's about the fact that you created that way that they do it nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone so Usher, when he was trying to do his thing, all those people follow the way Genuine, all follow the way that Michael Jackson did. That's different.
Yeah. MJ didn't create those dances.
No, he didn't create them, but yeah, he created the way they changed. He changed the way it was, And he actually stole from a lot of people too, because like the moonwalk obviously wasn't Michael Jackson. He stole it from someone else. He popularized it though.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about that though.
Yeah, but a lot of people who like you say, kind of create a genre or like create, like open the door for more like people to come in. It's usually they get all their inspirations and kind of mold it to their thing, and then kind of like, well, I'm gonna take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, and put it together.
And then he did Thriller, and then he did Bad. He did Remember the Times. Like he did things, and he did these things on the stage that no one will ever forget.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And that's just everybody. Like a good example out of that genre is like the grunge was Nirvana, and the Nirvana drummer was Dave Grohl. He even admits every one of his drum lines in that first the Nirvana CD was all funk, just all funk, all funk. And then when he even said like when he met some of the guys, I forgot what funk band, he told me, he goes, "Oh, I got that from you." And he's like, "I know." It's like he's like, "Yeah, I know my sound, I know when I hear it," but that's just what it is. It's like you're able to take this sound, and then this person was able to take this sound and these lyrics, and boom, now brand new genre. So yeah. All right, Dream's still a banger.
Yeah. Scream. I remember it was such a showcase that we stopped what we were doing. Everywhere you were, it was on ABC. People turned their televisions to it. We had to see what was going on with Scream. Like it, but that's how it was with everything he did.
Yeah. The Gap Band. Yep. You seen that interview? Yeah. That's who it was.
It's the Gap Band was also in one of our concerts too.
What? Yeah, you just said that's awesome.
It was a Gap Band. Gap Band was on the concert too. Yeah.
Oh man. All right. How do we switch to like the Institute and Peacemaker after that?
I mean, we could do what?
Yeah.
I was about to be like, do I have time to read another comic?
Yeah. Hey, I read mine during the day. But we could talk about dancing still, right? Come on, right here. Just hit it right there. Just Peacemaker doing this thing. Yeah. Right in,
because I'm kind of curious. because I already know what Brian thinks as I watched him on Anzo's channel, so I'm kind of curious to know what Brandman thinks. Because then then obviously I got my thoughts, but we can jump right into Peacemaker.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, confession by Dave Grohl. But he's great. So great people are going to be like, this is what I'm inspired by. Whether it be music, sports, movies. So yeah.
Dr. Dan says Peacemaker greater than Chris Brown.
That's funny.
That's great.
Where's Anzo at? Because Anzo hates the intros.
He hates it so much. He and Danny just hate it so much.
Yeah, we'll get into it. I didn't get a chance to make the background yet, so I was getting right into let's see, there a good Peacemaker background I could download real quick.
Yeah, you can do it.
I doubt it.
Real quick.
Just have something in the back. Usually, I make a whole little.
Say, well, this screen's gonna be here and this is gonna be here. I'm like,
yeah.
Download the thing and put it up. We're good. We'll move us. I'll move Brandman to the side. He don't want to be in the face.
We're all unoriented and just the background.
Yeah, just completely just out of whack, right?
I mean, you don't want to be someone dancing in your face like that. I mean, come on, that's right in your face. It's not cool. No, man. Okay.
Hold on.
That works. Come on. You can do it.
Hold on. I found a good one. I can bring it real quick.
We ain't found shit.
Also, I'm on Edge right now, Microsoft Edge, and I thought it was gonna be. No, I have. I'm super laggy now.
Yeah, you are super lagging.
Remember, I'm like, oh, this Edge, Microsoft Edge is running pretty quick. No, it just completely like I opened one tab, it was like too much.
Crash.
It's like what? Dude,
oh man. You got this. You can do this quickly.
Get this real quick. Yeah, it's just the first episode. Too crazy. I know my my sister who's she's a huge horror fan, right? She finally watched 28 Years Later, and she's like, "What the fuck was that ending?"
That ending, yeah, the ending felt like so out of place. Like
that works.
Mm-hmm. You can kind of look at it as just for fun. I look at it as an unofficial Sinners continuation. Maybe Remick didn't die. He just reinvented himself as yet another cult leader in modern day.
That's another one. All I was doing is introducing the Power Rangers. Pretty much.
Power Rangers.
Pretty much. But yeah, we were going back and forth right before the stream talking about it. So but yeah, I just thought that was funny. Yeah. But, man. But let's get going. Actually, I'm looking for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Like the first before they became Zeo. Yep. I don't know how many seasons that is, but the first, Mighty Morphin. No, I think it's more than that. I think it's more than that.
I don't think it's 2 or 3, right?
Because Mighty Morphin, they changed Zords at 1.2. I think Mighty Morphin might be 5.
Is it?
The 28. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, not all of fucking Mighty Morphin. Yeah. But yeah, we have to look up.
What do you want to count? You want to count when Jason David Frank was gone? Like, how far you want to go? Like,
no, just the main Mighty Morphin before they switch over to Zeo. Because once they switch over to Zeo, like I was like, like Zeo was cool. Like Zeo was like I was like kind of in and out of it at that point, and then they came in with the Gold Ranger, who was just a fucking badass. You know, just looked super cool and shit.
Yeah, no.
I mean, his Zord was a fucking pyramid. It was just a giant ass pyramid.
I think the first 3 seasons are as much as I did. No, 4. 4.
Because I dug it when they brought in
96, 97, 98. Because it's not 9. I think it is. Zeo is.
see if I do it.
Is it
Try to
4
look it
episodes,
up.
4 seasons? Because
Might be 3 seasons
because it's the 4th season.
is when they become Zeo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the 4th season. So it's the first 3.
Yeah. So
Even though
even
though Zordon's the real villain.
that's why his bitch ass dies. Was at the end of in space, I think. Power Rangers in space.
The worst.
They have to kill Zordon. Yeah.
Too late.
That was kind of a sad moment. Too late.
Too late. Should have done it early. The worst.
Man. All right, let's check out. I checked out Power Rangers before Zeo.
Me too.
Or checked out of Power Rangers before Zeo.
Yeah.
It started getting a little but
I think Zeo is what caused me to check out. Like I was only all about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yep.
Once they started doing Zeo and Turbo and stuff like that, I was kind of done.
mm-hmm.
Agree?
Yeah.
It just didn't land. It just didn't land the same.
Yeah, I didn't care for the suits. I'm like, oh, you is just a big star on your face. I'm like, oh, you got an equal sign. Cool. You're square. You're circle. I was like, what the fuck are these helmets? I thought it was stupid. Oh man. All right. Same. I think I checked out the second movie. I'm trying to remember what the second movie even was. Was that Turbo?
It was Turbo, and it was absolute frigging trash.
Yeah, that was trash. I was way gone before then.
Mhm.
I was way gone. Turbo. I don't think it was Turbo. That was stupid. Like, oh, here's this 8-year-old kid who becomes a grown ass man.
I freaking hated that kid. I couldn't stand him.
So stupid.
I hated that kid. He's like he was like probably one of my least favorite fictional characters at the time. I could not stand him.
I
couldn't stand him or his stupid 90s bowl cut.
Yeah. Power Rangers Dino. That brought me back in though. Because that shit was cool. But
I was already checked out.
It was Tommy's return. He's a teacher now. And he's helping them. He's like the new Zordon, but then he becomes a Ranger. It was awesome.
I mean, it might have been. I checked out.
Yeah.
And
then they did a whole Green Ranger. They did a whole Green Ranger arc kind of thing with the White Ranger in there. And like he was evil, man. He was way more evil than fucking Tommy was. Like, but then he becomes a good guy, obviously. But yeah, Power Rangers Dino is a good one. All right, let's talk about Peacemaker. Where we at? Going. Let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon the Grizzly, and we're going to talk about Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 1. We got the return of Peacemaker in the new DCU now, which they definitely point that out.
Yeah,
in the show. But yeah, we're just going to talk about what happened, what we think about this episode, and what we think might happen going forward for the rest of the season. We'll start off with Brandman. What you think about this episode?
first and foremost, right out of the woodwork, talk about way to retcon. I know a lot of people have been talking about that.
Just do it in everyone's face. Just say, like, F it, we're going to change it. Take it.
Yeah. And, James Gunn was in a spot where he pretty much had to. Didn't mind that, but, I like where the characters are when the season picks up. I think James Gunn does a really good job with that, morally gray characters that do questionable things. Really enjoyed that. I really liked how it's definitely the trademark James Gunn quirkiness with a lot of serious content, like where the character of Harcourt is like, she's in a very, very bad place. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Heck, for that matter, Chris Peacemaker kind of is too. It made me interested in seeing how things are going to progress through this season, and then them kind of dipping their hand well into the multiverse. Man, that really got me when he saw his brother and his father.
Yeah.
So I really liked how it set up a lot of multiple storylines for this season in terms of the characters, what they're going to do with multiverse, what it's going to mean for the DCU as a whole. I just really enjoy how Gunn is kind of attacking this, or his approach, and that that scene midway through, it's like they were trying to compete with Herogasm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, really liked it, and Cena and everyone seem really in their element.
Yeah.
It had me wanting more.
Yeah. Do you want to go next, Brian?
I mean, you guys already know how I felt about it. If anyone watched me and Anzo, I felt that the retcon, I thought actually, the retcon was smart. I think it's smart and it was the right thing to do. I don't think it's smart for James Gunn to rub it in people's faces that like Snyder. I think he could have just done it and not try to like rub it in. I feel like you should stay away from that way. Because I think it would have done better for DC, because as someone who wants the DC to really take off, the DCU to take off, you need all your fans instead of, I think I've been saying this for a year and a half. Don't cut yourself off at the knees. There's no need to do that. And I don't think that's the right way to do things. That's just my opinion for it. You do what you want, like what you want. I just think that's a bad decision overall for a genre in a company that could rule everything. Could take where Marvel is falling off. They could take it and run with it. And I just think that that's not the right way by saying, well, this is the way I'm going to do it. Well, you're the president. You're going to do what you want. I think you should be trying to collect the job, get everyone together. Everyone who loves DC under one umbrella, that would be a better way than for me. That's just my idea. But I think the retcon is probably smarter for storytelling ways. It kind of works with the entire genre. He says, I'm bringing Peacemaker over from the DCEU to the DCU. This is a good way to do it. I thought that was fine. I thought the first half of the entire episode was a lot of talking. It was a lot of setup. It was a lot of trying to let you know where they are in their world and their lives. And I know people are going to say it's boring, but it was necessary. It was necessary. But was it entertaining? Not all the time. Not all the time. I thought that him having his interview with the Justice Gang, was the idea was funny. The actual watching of it was a little bit over the top for me. I was like, of course you're gonna have.
I agree with that.
Man. Come on,
I'll
be with that, bro. It's just
it was a little drawn out.
It was like you tell a funny story, a funny joke, and then you say, hey, I'm going to say the same joke 5 more times. And I'm like, bro, let's move on. Let's get over it. But that's, in my opinion, that's how James Gunn does a lot of times. He thinks he's funny and he's going to keep on like hammering it. I thought the dimensional aspect of it was smart, and a lot of the things in this show is very smart, and I think I know where they're gonna go with it. And seeing Chris dealing with that, even hardcore to Chris, how that's that dynamic. I thought that was interesting to bring up, and then you see what happened in the other dimension, and you can see how Chris is going to want to be in the other dimension where you get everything you've ever wanted by still being yourself, because it seems like the Chris from the other dimension is still him, just like who he is now. There's no different, because even his family, his brother and his dad talked about it. It was very much like, still you're still the fuck up, but somehow we love you, and we will do anything for you. The scene when he's talking to his brother, I teared up, right? The time when his dad was walking away, he's like, "I love you, bud," and he grabbed his ear. I almost broke down. Like the idea that what he's been through in his life, and how his dad is a racist
with his dad,
like the worst, and then to see this type of relationship, what could be his with his brother, and all the love, and then he's telling his brother, "I love you," and he tells you, "Hey, what the hell's wrong with you? I love you too. Don't worry about it." That was just so heartwarming, yet devastating, because we all know what Chris has already gone through, right? We already seen what he's been through in that first season. So like all those things are so well done. But this is my James Gunn, overall, he does things that are just incredible and incredibly heartwarming, and he does stupid shit. And like the orgy was too much. It was too much for me. It took me out, and there was no, and he did it so just matter of factly, or just well, whatever, I'm gonna do this, and it's had things that didn't need to be happening for any reason, and didn't have to go this long for the story. It was just him doing shit because he wants to do shit, and I didn't enjoy that part a lot. I feel like it's not a place for it. It was totally unnecessary. There's already gonna be a lot of killing. There's gonna be a lot of serious things. I thought that was just too much, and I just didn't enjoy it. I just did enjoy it overall. Everything else I did. So
yeah. And with me, like with the orgy scene, like it wasn't funny. I'm not a approver. I'm like, oh, boobies, what? Like I saw a boob, or or anything like that. But it's just like stuff like that needs to make sense in the story. And it didn't for me, because it was just like because I only seen it once so far. Because he was like depressed, right? Wasn't he like started drugs, and then all of a sudden there's like an orgy, And
he was like. He was doing it all. He was drinking, he was smoking weed, and then he started doing coke.
Yeah. Then the orgy just kind of like happened, because
I thought it was a dream sequence when it first happened. That's when it kind of segued into it. I'm like, is he dreaming all this, or did he just invite a bunch
they were
of
going
people
hardcore in it? It was hardcore.
Yeah,
You heard skin hit slapping. I was like, dude, why am I watching all this for? And he did it so prolonged. Like it wasn't just like a scene like, what's going on? It was just like, why is it still 5 minutes later? I'm still in this fucking thing. What are you doing?
Yeah. Because come on, Grandma's gonna laugh.
Because I don't think that shit is funny. I think it takes away.
Yeah. Yeah. I just didn't see a point in it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind it. Like saying like something like Brandman already said, like orgasm in The Boys, which I thought was way fucking worse.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hero yeah. There's no getting any crazier than that. That was like, holy crap.
But it made sense because of who the characters are, what's going on.
It was part of the storyline,
and it was part of the storyline. Here it was just like it just happened. Like if you would have taken it out, it would not have changed the episode at all. But I was like, whatever. I saw like cool, like titty, whatever. Because
it was just all the place. It was them actually having sex, like for real. Like why are you like close in? Like, wait, we go zoom in right here. Like, I'm like, oh, what? And then if Chris is about to kiss your wife, you're like, cut.
But she wasn't there.
I know, but I'm talking about anytime they got close and when he was wrapping around the ice around her, it's like when you see that romantic thing and then it cuts. So it's like you want to have an innuendo with that, right? Or how the feelings are with that, but then you want to go over the top with the orgy, the next scene.
I mean, that whole idea might be really pushing it because hardcore in this other dimension, it seems like she's kind of in love with Peacemaker, so I wonder like how that's gonna go down, you know what I mean?
They're not gonna kiss, not one time.
No, because she's technically, because they already said like she's dating. Oh, was it a Marine? I think the dude said. So she's in a relationship already in that universe, and in this universe, she's fucking crazy with a toxic masculinity, which was hilarious. Yeah,
it was so funny.
Yeah,
that whole fight scene, like in that whole bar fight, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But it made sense, right? Because she needed to feel like
made sense.
Feel something,
Mm-hmm. Because she already said, like, I know only one thing, and now I can't do it because, what's her name, Waller. Like, even though she's in trouble, she's still running the show, So, which is like I thought was kind of interesting, So when we get to Waller's story in her show or movie or whatever, like. She's still there, and she's like she has so much power that when she's even in trouble, she still has a lot of power. It's like so. It's like damn.
It's like a person who leads a gang, who runs a gang.
Yeah,
I might be in prison, but I'm still the lead.
I'm yeah, but I thought even that fight scene like made sense for the character. Like she needed to fight, but she also kind of needed to get her ass kicked because I think she could have taken him out. But then she started fucking with all of them, and then all of a sudden becomes like 5 or 6 on one, and she ain't winning that.
Yeah.
So, but
you didn't have to kick her that many times, though. Holy shit.
Yeah, Jesus.
I thought that she was doing just because she needed to feel.
I think so too.
She's so like I can't feel anything. I don't understand. I lost my sense of self. I need to go do something that makes me feel something. So that's why she was laying in the blood. She was like, it's like.
Yeah, like because that's what she's used to. She's used to fighting. That's all she's been trained to do. That's the only thing she's ever done is to fight and kick ass. And it sucks. Because I already see like this season's gonna be a lot of identity crisis. One that's gonna be really on the nose with having you looking at your other self that's the complete opposite. So like you're gonna have a lot of that kind of stuff, but. Well, but I did like what's his name? What's his name? The dude David Denham, what's his name? Roy from The Office.
Yeah.
Was Keith was the brother. Yeah. But I find that kind of funny because James Gunn, I believe, was married to Isla Fisher. Not Isla Fisher. Is that Isla Fisher? Yeah, that's her name.
He was.
No, he's married to her.
I didn't know that.
Is there Jenna Fisher, sorry, Jenna Fisher, who was it Pam? I think so, right? All right, well, maybe I'm getting.
I'm not sure.
Was married before.
I'm not sure, so that's why I'm saying, yeah.
Yes, Jenna Fisher. He was married to Jenna Fisher in 2008. Okay, make sure I had that right because Jenna Fisher in the show The Office, she was with Roy, who's also playing Keith in the show. So I'm like, that's kind of like a weird roundabout of everything. It's like because I'm sure this is 2000 and 2008, and I think that's when
they started dating.
No, that was when The Office was big, right?
Yeah, The Office was huge in 2008.
The Office was like 2011. Yeah. So he probably was on set for a lot of 2005 to 2013 was The Office. So he was on set at least for the last couple of years, probably. If he was married to her, he'll pop in. And so you probably met him through that, or something like that. But it's fine. I found that kind of interesting. And then also like James Gunn does not like Jared Leto. So him doing a lot of 30 Seconds to Mars bash jokes was kind of funny to me because I also do not like Jared Leto. So I thought that was kind of like
you do
funny.
hate Jared Leto.
Yeah, he's a piece piece of shit person.
Yeah, like the stuff that's come to light about him.
Yeah, which surprise, you mean the cult leader?
The
has
cult leader
sexual
stuff.
allegations.
Yeah. In interesting choice to cast him as Skeletor in spite of all that.
It's Hollywood, man. Hollywood don't give a shit about stuff like
yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So
he's also a cult leader.
a cult leader. Yeah, he is. But yeah. But overall, I thought this was a really interesting episode. But the like Brian said, the whole first half-ish, even maybe 2/3 of it was kind of figuring out who all the people from the first season, where are they at now and what's going on with now. You find out what's going on with Steve Agee's character, with Daniel Brooks' character, like they all kind of are trying to figure out like, oh, this is what's going on with everybody. So it's a lot of catch up and like starting to put all the players on the board. And then the whole season gets set up in the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes or whatever.
Yep.
Like when you said, when there's that emotional scene, that, and then everything kind of starts to like, go to shit after that for John, or for Chris, because he sees his other version, the other Peacemaker. So yeah, I thought that was kind of like awesome. But
did anyone have a problem with the fact that the other Peacemaker, who's supposed to be this unbelievable superhero, has a button on his chest that causes him to fly up 20 feet in the air? Like, does that seem like a problem? Like, maybe you shouldn't let that just be so accessible to everybody. Like,
yeah, that. Yeah, you'd think it would be a little more concealed. Yeah, that kind of. I was like, huh?
It's like protruding out from it. Like like, I wonder what that does. You go up 25 feet in the air.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
It's also a Peacemaker. He just has random shit. He has what magic arts. What do they call them? Like the things that
ninja stars. Yeah, ninja stars from on his head. It's like
why? But that's his Peacemaker. It just he just has helmets that do weird shit. So it's why not have
ejector on his chest? Like that's the easiest thing to almost just no.
You just roll over, lean over the railing a little too hard or something. I don't know. It's just silly when with stuff like that. But I thought that was interesting, man.
Who cares?
Yeah, but I thought it was interesting. Like him seeing himself die and him killing himself. It was obviously very, very. All the analogies and all that stuff, and
he's officially killed his brother, killed his father, and killed himself.
Man, I did not think about that. Yeah,
that's messed up.
Yeah. It's Snyder Cult. Jesus Christ.
I don't even feel like opening that can of worms tonight.
Yeah.
I will be very careful. Mama Bear loves Snyder stuff, guys. Still too. Come on.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. But I mean, I do agree with Brian where like we need to figure out a way to unite all the DC fandoms. And I think the way to do it is you bring Snyder in and have him direct something.
100%.
Yeah. And then what can you do?
I feel like he's making fun of his friend, right? That's how I feel like. I feel like he's making, but you don't do it to all the fans. That's what makes it a problem. If you want to have a riff with your friends, and you want to talk about Marvel now, that'll be fine too, right? I have no problem with any of that. But you want to make sure that you're not hurting yourself and everyone who has the hopes on you making the DCU something special. Because if not, in 9 years we're gonna be looking like we need a new head of DC, and it can happen.
DC EU or EU,
exactly. So you're going to be on the outside and on the same place that Snyder was. So like you really should try to bring people together. Stop trying to pull them apart.
Yeah. And I agree with Mama Bear. Like I don't want to compare them anymore because they're two different things, and what happened before it happened, it's done, and you're able to hopefully carry on with the new stuff. I see a loophole that he's starting to create where you can say what happened did happen in one of the parallel universes.
That's what
And
I thought he was going to do.
I think he might be kind of starting to, not yet, and I don't think it's going to happen in Peacemaker. Don't get me wrong. Peacemaker is not going to be the thing where he's like, see, it all happened at one point. I don't think so. That'd be dumb. But I do see him kind of starting to do this parallel universe. He starts off the DCU with something that happened in Peacemaker season 1, with the pocket dimension, and you find out like it's kind of what happened in Superman, this and that, and you connect multiple realities, parallel universes and stuff. So I see him possibly doing something like that, and it also gives an opening to the Elseworld stuff. It's like,
but he should easily. Yeah, you're right about the Elseworld, but he should be the one to know that he should be trying to bring them together. He should know. He's obviously a very smart person. He understands comic books. He understands all the things that are going on. He should be trying to put it together instead of tearing apart. There's no need to attack either side, because at the core, everyone's a fan.
mm-hmm.
At the core of all these, whatever group you want to say you would, they're just fans. Let's bring the fans of DC back to DC.
Yeah,
that's all I want.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think what he did with the retcon in Peacemaker was like distasteful,
hurtful,
or hurtful. I think he did it because he's like, I needed to compare.
It's the talking.
Yeah.
This is what you had to do in the show, right? It's the talking. There's no need to do that. Try to bring it together and say, give respect to this one thing and say, yeah, but we're all going to be on here. I invite all you guys to come here so we can figure this out together, and let's enjoy these storylines together. And then, as you said, bring Snyder in to direct the movie.
Yeah.
And all of it goes, everyone's on one side, and we all on one accord, and we can attack this monster, of Marvel, and say that we're going to be the special ones. So that's why I think you should try to do more inclusive. I'm all about inclusion. That's just me. I'm an inclusion person.
Yeah.
Unless you're not recasting, because then I'm gonna put my foot in your ass.
Yeah, which I know is a little off topic. James Gunn already said he will recast if somebody decides they're done with the character. He's like, recast.
I'm not going to ruin everything. Yeah, makes sense.
Which makes sense. It was like, God forbid something happens to one of these actors. You're not gonna be like, oh well, no more Superman. No more Peacemaker. Like what? Like that. That's how insane it is. So yeah. But also like kind of like with him saying stuff like that. I know it's not about Peacemaker, but him saying something like that kind of, for me, feels like he's hearing what comic book fans are saying. You know what I mean? Especially with something like recast.
But then capitalize on it.
Yeah. Like he got asked a question about static. And he's like, he goes, yeah, it's a complicated one. So, obviously he didn't get into details, but we know as fans, like, copyright, distribution, rights and stuff like that. So it's not like he's like, no, we're not thinking about it. He's like, yeah, no, it's
you own Milestone, but you have to pay Milestone for any of the things that you do under Milestone. So like it is a very complicated thing, but you need to. Black Lightning's not that problem. Yeah.
For instance, James Gunn needs to ask permission to make changes in the DCU.
No, so the DC owns, so Milestone and DC is a partnership in a way.
Yeah.
But if you use old Milestone stuff, you have to then pay Milestone to use their character, and you don't want to have to. What if it's 50%? What if it's 50%? I mean, 50-50 for this character, and that movie makes $1 billion, and you pay Milestone $500 million. I mean, you understand that Warner Brothers probably won't have a problem with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how business is. That's how it works. So you gotta be careful.
Yeah. But DC's already playing around with ideas of static, because you can check out Chillmonger. He talks about it. Where we're gonna get an older Static and Batman Beyond team up in the comics.
Yeah.
So
I send that to him. I'm talking about the Chill.
I don't know. Well, he got the channel about it. I mean, he did a video about it, but I mean, he did bring us up, or he brought Brian, I should say, up. With everything like that. But but DC is kind of playing around with stuff like that. But it becomes just who owns what,
and then
but
how far you can go with it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. But stuff like that just means like James Gunn hears what's going on. You know what I mean?
You then you push Black Lightning. Then you push to open the door that you can continue to do that with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying you can do things. I'm happy that he's doing Jon Stewart, but it's still Green Lantern Corps. So you're still bringing basically an entire group. If you want to focus on one character, if you want to bring in this huge audience that's being undersold and under given what they really need, then you probably should start with one of those characters that you can work with.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Then when you do that, when you do Static, now it's going to blow up. You can connect Static to Black Lightning easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, with Peacemaker, there's already people asking about what's his name? Blue Beetle. And he didn't say yes, he didn't say no. It's probably the way he should be doing a lot of times is not giving an answer. And so now people are a lot of people are excited because is Blue Beetle going to show up in this show? Somewhere at the end, maybe, I don't know. A lot of people start to think that because of the way he answered that question. So you can start to tie in a lot of this stuff, and I hope he does.
I think so.
But I mean,
he's smart. So
yeah.
I complain about the things I'm going to complain about, but you can't complain about what he does. Some things are brilliant.
Yeah. But James Gunn's really good at emotional stuff. He has a problem. He does have a problem with letting it sit. Because he is like a comedy kind of guy. But he's really good at hitting the heartstrings. Like that's like you said, that scene when was it Keith, Peacemaker and the dad are just sitting around and drinking. I was like, man, how does Peacemaker, how does Chris how do you even mentally, like, what do you do? Because you're like, who are you? And you're dead. It's like,
and they're dead, and they're having the relationship you always wanted is happening right before your eyes.
Yeah.
And it's the little things, the touching, the welcoming, the hugs. And saying that when Augie grabbed his by his ear and said, "Good night, bud," like that. I'm telling you, it's a small thing. I know it's a real, like, you probably won't even know it happened. It's such a small thing. Broke me. That because it was not just love, but this is a common thing. This is what we do. This is what hey,
this is normal.
This is normal. Our touching and stuff like this, and me, you're that open, and he's that open to do it, and it's just, man, it means a lot. So that was huge to me.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see where that goes, because I feel like Keith and Augie, once they find out what really happened, that's not gonna be good.
Like,
it's
not shit.
Gonna be, grabbing the ears and pats on the back anymore.
But it's gonna be a long time, and the thing is, people are going to come for Chris in the other universe, right? And they're going to say, "We need you. This our universe. We're going to need you," and he's going to reject them, and then they're going to find out what happened to their Chris, and all hell's going to break loose. He's going to have to run back.
Yeah, that's what it looks like in the teaser for the rest of the season. Where he's going to this universe, and we're going to see some like that. They're going to
give him everything he's ever wanted, and he's going to lose it in one fell swoop. Like Rick Flag Sr. is going to come in and say, "Don't you know he killed your brother? He's not who he is. He killed my son too." And then he's going to blow up all of it.
Even like going back to that real quick with Rick Flag, because of what happened in James Gunn's Suicide Squad movie, there's a part in the interview when he's like being interviewed by the Justice Gang people, and he's like, "Oh, you you're a murderer, or something like that. You kill people. He's like, most of them deserve it though. He's like, oh, and okay, who didn't deserve it? And he's like, what? He's and it was like Sean Gunn. I do enjoy Sean Gunn, like when he's just able to be a normal person and not be like fucking stand-in or a weasel or something stupid. If he was on what's that WB chick show? Gilmore Girls, I think. Gilmore. He was like on there, which I didn't know until my girlfriend was watching. And like, oh shit, Sean Gunn. But he had like just that question is like, who didn't deserve it? And it's like was so goofy, and then boom, seriousness. And then it drags Peacemaker to like who didn't deserve it? Like he didn't say it, but we're all like, say it. Say Rick Flag. Just say Rick Flag. But he can't he's still processing that, because obviously he doesn't that Rick Flag did not deserve to die.
No,
he was a good
not.
guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's still messing with him for sure.
What do you think about what Travis is saying over here?
I speculate Rick Flag Jr. Could be alive in the other universe. Flag Senior chasing Peacemaker over and getting a goodbye with his son.
He could, they're even saying that there's supposed to be some unspecified cameo this season from someone from Suicide Squad. I think it would make the most sense to be him.
Yeah. Especially if they're doing the other reality universes. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's a pretty good one. That
makes sense. He does exactly what I said is going to happen, but before he goes back, he sees his son. He's able to say goodbye and give him a hug and stuff like that.
A hug. Even I can see like
you've been summoned.
Ric Flair.
Woo! And Mama Bear says, "Chill, Mama Rose summoned." You said his name too many times.
Yeah, right.
You say it 3 times, he shows up always.
We were just talking about the static video that Chill did. So
Chill's doing a great job. He and Darius are killing it right now, man.
Oh yeah, so super fun to watch every morning.
Day, yeah.
But oh man, but yeah, I mean, even with Rick Flag,
he gets to give his son a hug.
But I'm also thinking, is like, what if he forgives Peacemaker? You know what I mean? What if he's like, hey, you're a good guy. I'm sure I forgive you. It's like
because he allows him to have that closure. It could be that closure he allows him to have.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, not the best Peacemaker episode that we've got in between the first season and this one. But for the first episode of the season, it was okay. I liked it. I'm pretty, I won't say excited, but I'm looking forward to what's going to happen, because I think it's going to get really good and it's going to get really interesting, and it's going to be real, possibly confusing with the bouncing around with different realities and stuff.
Did you see what I told? So while I was with Anzo, the last thing I said was, "Hey, this was a better first episode than Daredevil," because Peacemaker was actually in the Peacemaker outfit.
We had two Peacemakers in Peacemaker outfits. This one.
Daredevil, we can't get Daredevil until episode 6.
At least. Is the finale? Okay, I guess we'll do it.
I don't think this season's going to end with me being like, did I just watch one big trailer for the next season?
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Daredevil Born Again can fuck right off with that.
at least until season 2.
Then it's gonna be great. Season 2's gonna be great.
I think so. But yeah.
I hope so. That shit pissed me off.
Peacemaker being better than Daredevil ain't saying much. Yeah.
I like parts of the Daredevil. I just like
I like parts of it as a whole. I'm not sure I really cared for it though.
I loved everything I saw Daredevil in, which is not that much.
When he was wearing the suit. Yeah. I was looking for I thought I had a Ric Flair like woo.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
That one. I don't know where I put it. I got so much crap in folders. I confuse myself with how I lay it out sometimes. Man. But yeah, I know we were kind of like all over the place with this one. Because we're obviously talking about it's just so hard not to bring up Snyder, because a lot of people have one way or the other, and I don't know. I do agree with Brian. It's like we need to figure out how we can unite it, and I think it kind of starts with the fans need to kind of start, which is just human nature, or at least with social media nature, I should say. It's not going to happen because it's going to have to require people saying like, oh, well, I see what you're saying. And when do you ever see that shit on the internet?
That's why I say it starts with James Gunn.
Yeah.
A person who can respect both sides. Likes what he's doing. He understands what Snyder did. He can go call his friend out and say those things and bring people together. And it's good overall for the studio. That's what you really want.
Yeah. Like we've seen their friends. They were like, messing with each other on the Rick and Morty episode, which was awesome.
Yeah, which was great.
So, yeah. But who said it? Was it Delta Dan or Ace? There we go. Said the Skellner Batman and Snyder movie would be dope. That would be awesome. And the more I see of was it Brian Skellner? I think it was the first name. I forgot what his first name was. The more Brandon. Okay, I know it started with B. But yeah, the more I see of him, the more I kind of like it. But I did see somebody post. They're like, name me a Batman that was when it was announced he was going to be Batman. That most people were like, I like that. There's not one.
Never.
Keaton, people hated it. Bale, people hated it. Like Affleck, people hated it.
Kilmer.
Kilmer. I mean, he didn't really deliver, and Clooney didn't really do. Pattinson, Robert. Robert Pattinson. People hated that, and all those guys. Once the movie came out, and you're like, oh, I like that. But yeah. So Batman's definitely one of these characters that when the actor is announced, people are like, it's stupid, it sucks, and then they wind up doing a great job. So we'll see. All right. Anything else you guys got?
No, I think that's fine. I mean, the ties that grind. That's what it was.
Yeah. That's it. We should be the channel that unites the fandoms.
That's all I ask for, right? I say it every time we talk about it all. Like, come on, guys, we all just get along. Let's get under there. Let's figure out to bring everyone together so we can go into the future together.
Yeah.
We could do it with DC. We never could do it with Star Wars. But we could do it with DC. Come on.
Yeah. All right. But you got anything else, Brian, man?
So far, that's about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. We'll talk about this. It comes out on Thursdays. So this past Thursday for episode 1. I think me and Brandman at least I didn't watch any of it. I think Brandman watched some of it. Brian watched most of it. But this upcoming Thursday, we'll be prepared. So we got about an hour and a half from when the show comes out to when our show goes live to watch, the episode. So we'll watch it and do a review when it's like super fresh, brand new. So yeah. There you go. I know another group that has the same desire to heal the DC fandoms. There you go. We got come together, man.
If we do it, we can defeat the Marvel the F up. That's what they're doing, effing up everything. DC has better characters.
Better stories.
What it is. It's longer. It has. If you really dive in, DC should win.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if my top 3 are. So my top 2 are both in Marvel, but everyone else is in DC.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh man. But let's we'll move on to our next topic. But Peacemaker, we'll watch episode 2 next week and talk about it next week. Thursday. It comes out 8 p.m. Eastern Central Time, our time. I think 9 p.m. was it Eastern, whatever.
Eastern,
I forgot.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. But we'll talk about the next episode next week. So make sure you guys go check that out when it comes out, and we'll be talking about it. Full spoilers. So, but cool. We appreciate everyone hanging out with us. Whether you're a DC James Gunn fan or DCEU Snyder fan, we appreciate all you guys. But let's
love
move on
you
to our
all.
next. Yes. we want Batman, we want Superman, we want Wonder Woman. Like we want the Holy Trinity. Yeah. And Static. And Green Lantern. So
and Icon.
Yeah.
But that's I digress.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. But all right, let's get out of here. We appreciate you guys. If you're watching on the replay, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about Peacemaker, the first episode of season 2. If you are in the live chat, stick around. We're gonna get into some of the other comments we've been skipping around during our chat with the Peacemaker. Yeah, we'll do that right now. Oh man. Let's see. They're taking a break right now, but I'll let them know if you want. I'm off for them too. Okay, yeah. Send us the link to their channel. I'll be interested.
I'm definitely interested. Yeah.
Yeah. He might be Gunn's Batman, not Snyder Batman.
No, we're saying that they're working together.
Yeah.
We're asking Gunn to bring Snyder in to help with Batman.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. I think that'd be it's dark, it's brooding, it's Batman. It's like it's right up a Zack Snyder, alley. Like I'm down for that.
Which is what we should have had with Ben Affleck. But that's not a Snyder problem. That's a Warner Brothers problem.
Oh, that's yeah. If you watch 1942, he is Batman without the suit and belt. That's what I've been hearing, man. I've been seeing more clips, because I've been looking it up, and he's pretty good. He's pretty good. I will not be mad if he gets the job. I would not be mad if he gets the job.
Yeah, watching the stuff that he's shown up in, yeah, I'd be absolutely fine with him.
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of fan art too with them putting the cowl on him to see, because obviously, like, you have to look good in the cowl. Like, for me, Val Kilmer never looked good in the Batman suit, just because he has very, like, defined lips and not a square jawline. He has more of like a pointy one, so it's like it didn't fit. Like, he's a great actor, obviously, it's Val Kilmer, but for me, he's never fit. He never fit Batman. I said, but I think Skullnar Batman with Snyder directing would be good for both sides. Yes.
It'll be the thing to bring everyone together.
Yeah. Especially if you're going to do like a Bat family thing. So if you do a Bat family thing, you can go back in like flashbacks, because there's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of trauma that you can like get into with all the Robins and stuff like that. So, because he likes doing a lot of like dark, kind of things, and
this Batman
show Joker killing Robin. Like, holy shit, man! You want to like blow people's minds? Like, there you go. Like, who's that? Is it not Jason Todd? Hey, he kills Jason Todd. Like, oof. So, yeah, I would 100% be down for that. I know he's working on something new. I forgot what it's called, but I know Snyder's working on his next project.
Yeah, because he can do his own thing too. So I mean, that's Snyder's. I always thought he's good still too. Love it too much in slow motion, but I'm fine. He's
he
fine.
loves his slow mo.
Because, like, I mean, all his best stuff has been IP stuff. You know what I mean? Like 300. It's a comic book. Watchmen, it's a comic book. Dawn of the Dead, it's a remake. It's like, like, what else? Sucker Punch. I like Sucker Punch, but people fucking hate it. That's an original one. Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead, I think a lot of people liked it, and that was fairly original.
I thought Army of the Dead was up his alley.
It was okay. I didn't
Yeah,
hate it.
It was fine.
Yeah. It definitely had a glaring issue because Chris D'Elia was supposed to be in it, and when they cut him out of the movie and had to replace him with what's her name, it was so obvious. It was it was so obvious, man. I mean, and that was not really, you know, that was probably a studio thing, more or Netflix or whatever, you know. But and yeah, it was very weird. It's like, you know, like when you ever try to like cut out a picture of yourself and put it in, like tape it on another picture. That's exactly what it was. Exactly what it was.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh man. But yeah,
that's
but
fun.
you know, even Man of Steel, a lot, obviously a lot of people love, you know, and like it. Again, it's an IP. So his best stuff is IP driven. So if you give him Batman,
He'll be able to
mean,
run with it. I think it'll be
heck yeah,
perfect for him. So yeah.
heck yeah. Do Batman in the style of Watchmen. You know, like the dark, kind of grayish look to it all. You know,
That
like
would be awesome.
that would be sick.
That would be absolutely incredible.
That would be sick. There we go, man. James Gunn, make it happen.
Stop arguing with people, damn it.
Well, right now he's like so angry about like leakers, you know, and I'm like, and I get it. It's super annoying when you're trying to have a surprise and it gets leaked and it ruins it. But it's just kind of the world we live in now, man.
It is the world now. It's just how it is right now.
Yeah, it sucks. Like if you can keep something under wraps and keep it hidden, you know, and it comes out as a surprise, that's bigger news than the actual surprise in the. We're like, how do you keep it quiet for so long? You know, so.
But at the same time, it's kind of like just work on the content. Don't engage.
Yeah.
I know it's tough to do at times, but like just let the content speak for itself.
Yeah. But same thing. It's like Gunn is a old school early 2000s edgelord fucking, you know, shit poster. You know, it's like you gotta get out of that, man.
If you want to run
you gotta get out of that shit. Yeah.
You can't do that.
Like, if you're a grown ass man, stop doing it. You know, it's like that time has passed. Like, you know, that's like that type of stuff is no, it's done. You know, that edgelord stuff is done. Yeah, especially somebody like James Gunn. That's definitely beneath you. Chill said a Snyder movie or series would be perfect. Yeah, ooh, a series would be interesting. Man, I really want him to do Batman stuff. I wouldn't mind having him do. What if he does like a Joker series? I mean, I doubt it would happen, but I can see something like that being pretty cool.
In the way like that they did the Penguin, but
with Joker,
you have to introduce all the Batman stuff. So
yeah, it would have to be after all that happens. But there's a perfect graphic novel of Joker escaping Arkham and regaining his power. You know, so like he goes back to the strip club he owns and just does all this like crazy Joker shit, and then gets all the money, gets everything back just to go fuck with Batman again. You know, and it's a I forgot the name of the damn comic. It's on the tip of my tongue too. But it's all Joker, and it's just like he is just what happens when he escapes, you know, and that would be a great, great. You want to do one limited, you know, season of that, you know, because like Joker's already established. You would have to establish Joker, and then you just do a little mini series of like he escapes. This is how he gets back to power, you know, and then boom, it leads into like another movie or something, you know. You know, because it's a good in between kind of thing, and Snyder would be cool at that too. It just needs to be dark. It needs to be violent enough, I think. Yeah, because he's good with fight scenes.
Which one is that? Is that's not Joker Year One, is it?
I don't think
it's
so.
Joker Year
One is
Joker one. seen either by.
It's the one that Joker takes
Azzarello.
over the world, right? Like the when he returns to Gotham and stuff. What's the name? Is it?
I think this might be called just Joker. Look, I know. I don't know if anybody.
I wish I could. I'm
chat
trying
knows.
to type it and looking, but I cannot.
I don't own it. I wish I owned it. Yeah, I think it's just called Joker. Or The Joker.
Mhm.
Yeah. I read it once a while ago, and it was my one of my friends I was working with, his book. He's like, "Yo, you gotta read this." I'm like, oh, done. I read that shit in a
dark.
day.
Is it?
Mhm.
It sounds like something that'll be like Frank Miller, some shit like that.
Yeah, so it's just Joker by Brian Azzarello. Yeah, because it's just
Azzarello. Yeah, that's the one that I
Azzarello.
said.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep, with the big things. Yeah,
So
and it's
it was
like
on
the
the right
Joker has
track.
mysteriously released from Arkham Asylum, and he's none too happy about what's happened to Gotham City. Rackets while he's been away. What follows is a harrowing night of revenge, murder, and manic crime as only the Joker can deliver, as he brutally takes back his stolen assets from the Penguin, Riddler, Two-Face, Croc, and others. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that one was
came out in
awesome.
2008.
Yeah, especially like the art in it.
Yeah, the art's
art
awesome.
Was really, really good.
Yeah. That's a good read. I would really, really hope they do that like as a movie. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Because like an issue with what we have in Marvel is the bad guys never really get their movie. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
there's never been, like the closest we got is
The closer we got is he froze.
oh,
There you go. All right.
sorry. I can still hear you guys. It was weird, but like I froze. But yeah, Infinity War, with Thanos.
Mhm.
That was the closest to like a villain story.
Yeah, he was very much. He was like the protagonist of sorts. It was.
Okay.
That's what I love about Infinity War. Like all the build up to him paid off.
Yeah. What's up, Cold Lords?
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out. Make sure you guys go check out Cold Lords.
What's going on, guys?
These grabby assets. Yeah.
No one you can't hate that. Come on, that's a part of the fun.
Maria said directors like James Gunn and others have every right to hate leakers when they ruin stuff. They are trash. Yeah, I mean,
but it's just the world. I mean, people walk around with cameras now, and they could post it immediately, so they didn't take anything to it. They can catch something on the camera and post it today. It's gone.
Yeah. And it's James Gunn so online, so he just gets angry, and says stupid shit, because obviously Kevin Feige also does not like leakers, and he's made it a point a few times to say stuff, but it's just not as much as James Gunn, but
Kevin Feige would beat them, they're own games. Like, I want to shut you out from everything. You're not gonna be able to do anything. I want to go to log you.
You got no more Twitter, you got no more YouTube, like all your accounts are just gone. And what happened? Disney got you. See, actually, I'm gonna put this book in my cart because I know I don't own this, and I do.
I actually just did that.
Did you?
Yeah, I did it. So like because the hardcover was 11.45 and the paperback was like 11.23. So I was like, man, I was gonna get the hardcover, whatever.
Yeah, I always go after the hardcover. Yeah. Read it, man. I think you'll like it, and you can see it. Like I see this being a movie.
I want to read
Yeah.
it and check it out. I'll know by next week.
The art is awesome though. But Kevin Feige's biggest problem are Tom Hardy and Mark Ruffalo. Or Tom Holland, I think you mean. Tom Holland and Mark Ruffalo. Yeah. Yeah, the leak is coming from inside. It's coming from inside the house.
All you gotta do is ask Tom Holland a question about, is this going to happen? Don't you hate when this happens? And he's like, that's not what happens. This is what happens, and tells the whole story.
The whole
and he says, "Oops."
Yeah. This is what they one finger like. Did I do that?
All right,
Oh, man.
let's get this instant.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah. Talk about the Institute. We'll talk about the whole season.
Yeah.
Because we're it'll be hard to keep it to just like episode 4 and to 8. So we'll just do a whole season review of the Institute. Yeah, Mark accidentally streamed a private screening, which was, I'm like, you put it in your pocket, because it was like in his pocket, right? I think,
did he
was it audio or video?
Someone? It was audio. I think he was it just audio, had it, and it was went out. Like,
yeah,
you didn't know.
Yeah. I don't know. This is a little too on the nose. Yeah.
Let me go grab a tea because my voice is getting raspy. 1 second.
I'll bring background real quick. Did you watch it all, Brandman?
The Institute? Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it all. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I get why they are making a second season now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the way it ended, I was like,
mm-hmm.
did not expect it to be that good.
Yeah, it's pretty. We're gonna need at least one more season.
I never read the book.
Me neither.
And that part of me kind of like, I kind of want to read the book,
mm-hmm.
But because I'm like, now I'm at the point where I'm like really curious and I want to know what's gonna happen. The same thing with like Invincible. You know what I mean? Like I saw the first season and I was like, oh, I love this, and then instantly found out everything. So I wonder, I kind of with the Institute, because I was like, what's gonna happen next? Like I'm really, really interested.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they're already going to start filming,
which is the smartest thing ever.
Yeah, did they say when filming starts?
Last time I thought I saw they're going to start filming in January.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, because it just got, the second season just got picked up like this week.
Like this week, yeah.
Yeah.
I think people saw it and said, they saw it and they're like, oh yeah, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
Because it's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Production is expected to begin late in 2025 already.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
I'm talking about the next couple of months.
Yeah. So they're talking about season 2 will probably be this time 2026.
Yeah.
This time of the year.
There's nothing crazy graphic wise, so CGI probably shouldn't take too long with a lot of the stuff. All right. Let's talk about this Institute. Get it going. No. All right, let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Sporter Kings. My name is Tim Kramer with Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon, and we're going to talk about the entire first season of the Institute, streaming over on MGM Plus. The only other thing that I found out on that is From, which Brian is also a big fan of the From show. So another reason to have that streaming service, because the Institute was pretty damn good.
It was fire. I was saying from the beginning, like, guys, we gotta watch this thing, because I think by the time we got to the box,
was that episode 4, I think.
Yeah.
4.
So 4, the box started getting really interesting. Then we talked about the back half on episode 5, and then I think episode 6 is when he got out. See it, Delta Dan? When he got out, it's episode 6. Then all of a sudden, just started to really, really get good. So now, of course, 7 and 8, man, you didn't know who's on what side. You know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they figured out so much, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, this was definitely one of the like good shows to watch, weekly, because it does get you. I gotta give a quick shout to Nakisha, who's one of our subscribers. Who she usually comes out, hangs out with us when we do shows like Severance and Silo and stuff like that. So she recommended the Institute, and we're all like, yeah, let's check it out. So season ended, and we're gonna talk about it. Hopefully next season when that does come out, we will do weekly, because I am really, really interested in what's gonna happen next. So, yep. But for this season, we'll probably talk about just what we like, some of the scenes, some of the actors, stuff like that. Any issues, if we had any issues with it, and then we'll just kind of rate it at the end. But we'll start off with Brian and go Brand Man.
All right.
What do you think about the show?
So, of course, the show was amazing. I think it was start off slow. The first 3 episodes were a little bit trying to set up the scene. You understand what's going on. A lot prepping for everything. So you understood what rooms were going on. What was the front half? What was the back half? Stealing of the kids and who are these doctors, and kind of setting all that up. That's what that was. And as I said, after episode 4, it just exploded. Started understanding the people and the kids. Dude, that little kid was his name Vigo Handvelt.
Oh, the Avery, amazing. He was so good.
The things that he did, the adult ways that he's still a child, but then his decision in that last episode, man, Avery came onto the scene making you cry, and he left off the scene making you cry. Yeah. That's awesome, and he just did an amazing job. I really enjoyed even the idea. Little characters like Kate, So we thought Kate was a reporter, and then we find out that she was actually working for the Institute, working for Stackhouse, as an assassin who's killed people already, and seeing how she changed. This was it. It was so well done. I enjoyed what's his name? Tim. Tim was good. He's a good character. Mm-hmm. A cop who made a mistake earlier and had it's turned his life upside down, and he was just a drifter. But he meant so much to the show. And Miss Sigsby, Mary Lou Parker was amazing, whatever. But she did amazing. And then the fact that she is the only one who made it after all this stuff, like no matter what, which I still don't know how the hell she got out, but whatever. We'll get to that point when we get there.
Right.
I still don't understand exactly what's going on, but I just think they did a really good job. It kind of deviated from just the kids being killed, because Stephen King likes to torture kids, to everyone. Yeah. People were dying left and right. And I mean, when Maureen died, I was like, damn. Maureen sacrificed everything for the kid, for them to get out, for Luke to get out. And when she's like, I can't be the one who does this. I have to end my life right then. Oh, it was so hard to watch, but it was interesting. They just did a lot of interesting things throughout the entire season. Man, I would love to break down these episodes individually, because so many things happened between Flight and Hyde. So yeah, this is an excellent episode, excellent show. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's only 7 episodes, so it's not too long of a watch if you want to get caught up with it and stuff like that.
It was 8.
Was it 8 episodes?
It's 8.
Yeah 8 episodes. Yeah. So yeah, and they're all an hour long, so it's not too bad. What about you, Brian, man? What you think about this the show?
I think it's fine. I think my favorite thing about it is probably the I think it's mostly elevated by the performances. I think the standouts are Joe Freeman. Ben Barnes is great on it. Mary Louise Parker, who's pretty good in pretty much everything that she shows up in. Like, I really dislike Miss Sigsbee.
Right.
I think the show feels appropriately bleak, which is kind of a double-edged sword because I'm kind of having trouble getting invested in the show. I think from an aesthetic standpoint, the show's like really nice to look at, but I don't know. It's not really doing a whole lot for me. Otherwise, I'm going to watch another season, but it's mostly out of obligation rather than investment. I don't know. It's just kind of hollow for me. It doesn't really feel like anything that I haven't watched in the past. So I'm fine with it. I kind of wish it was kind of blowing me out of the water as much as you fellas, but I don't know. It's just not, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I felt that way with you. The way you're feeling, I felt that way through the first 3.5 episodes. I felt that way, and then it kind of changed. It was a definite change with what was going on afterwards. So I mean,
yeah,
because disagree with you.
Yeah, because like the first three were definitely a drag.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of bored by it.
Okay. Okay. All the last episode with everything you finding out, everything that was it already too late for you, or
it was a little too late, and I kept kind of it kind of got to the point where I was fighting to stay awake. I actually had to restart it, or like from a certain points throughout, because I kept kind of sitting up and having to get in different positions, and even to stay awake during it. And unfortunately, even that wasn't helping.
Yeah,
I almost had to stand against the wall.
You were one of those kids in that tunnel.
Yeah, the show's certainly not bad. I can't even really call it a bad show. It's just kind of I'm looking for that hook that'll get me invested in it. Maybe I need to revisit the entire thing from the beginning. Maybe just spend a whole day rewatching it.
No. If you're gonna start something, start from like episode 3.
Yeah, I would do say episode 4 because because I kind of fell off after episode 3. Not because I was disinterested. It was just other stuff started happening. And next, it's like, oh shit, it's already episode 6. It's episode 7. So by the time episode 7 came out, I'm like, all right, I gotta get caught up before the finale. So I started at 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, like all like I in one night I knocked them all out because
there's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, but I mean I could see, because it is not anything new. It's very by the end of it we're like, oh, so it's Minority Report. It's kind of like that with kids, because that's what like at the end of the season I'm like, so it's like X-Men Minority Report with in a Stephen King universe, like that's what it was like, so it was very dark and bleak at times, but it was very the concept of Minority Report, but some of these kids also have other powers, so kind of X-Men, and they're all kids, so definitely X-Men like, but okay. Anything else, Brandman?
Yeah,
that's about it.
That's about it at this point.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. And then for me, like I enjoyed it. Especially by the end. Once you find out, there's like, because like the beginning of it was so. It was hard because it was like like Brian said, like they're prepping everything, they're setting things up. Here's all your people, but then they start introducing like their own language. You know, so you have front half, you have back half, you have a TP, you have a TC. Forgot what there's the other things, you know, as well. You
Pre-con,
know, like
PC,
you know,
PC,
PC.
pre-con.
You know, so it was just like so you have the TK, TK, and then they become TP, and then then there's the conductor, and then there's Sparkler Knight. So there's like a lot of lingo that the show is like kind of just throwing in there. That was like kind of like, okay, wait, what's this? What's that? I mean, you get it by the end, but it's just like, man, it's never fun when you have to like learn,
when a
a dialogue.
TV show gives you homework, it's always a problem.
Yeah, like you have to go back and remember, like, oh wait, what's a TP? So yeah, but for me, it's like by the end, and once they give you what's going on, and then the whole thing is like, is it true? Are they not doing it? And then Avery just being this like Professor X kind of 8-year-old Professor X, I thought was really interesting.
Connecting all the institutes across the world.
I thought was really cool. So
all
like
all the people in the back, everywhere, destroying everything. Wow.
Yeah. Crazy. So yeah. anything X-Men like sounds watchable. And I think once you got into like the powers with the kids and they're able to like really do some like cool stuff, especially with Avery, it's like, oh, okay. Like, I can see what they're doing. Obviously it's not X-Men as they all have different powers. It's just, they're all Jean Grey, basically, like different levels of Jean Grey. But yeah, I thought it was really interesting, and these kids finding out like how they're stronger together and how they could beat the adults, even with was it Tim? His name?
Tim.
Barnes, right? Tim was like, oh, we're like, when somebody asked him like, oh, we're really gonna let this kid decide for us, and he's like, yeah. like he hasn't been wrong yet, and adults are the reason why everything's so effed up. So I'm gonna go with the genius guy who can see the future. Like I'm gonna stick with him. But I enjoyed it by the end of it, where it's like you have this kind of family unit. You have, because you have was it Wendy? I think her name was. Because you have Wendy, which was the other cop, Tim, and now you got Nick, you got
Nick, Kalisha,
and Luke. I was thinking of her name, and Luke.
I thought they were gonna get Avery too, but come on.
I don't think he's dead.
They put poison into the thing, and then they picked up an entire building and dropped it on them.
Yeah. So I think he did that. I think Avery dropped the building on him.
I think Luke dropped the building. So I think Avery was doing all this, connecting everybody, and then it was Luke's final thing, like, okay, I'm going to help you pick this whole building up, and then drop, because you saw him start, doing all that stuff, and he was starting to connect. And I think it was his connection to Avery was what really did it, because they worked well. Because Avery couldn't do it by himself without that power behind him, that leadership behind him, and that's what Luke gave him. That thing, that confidence. I'm behind you. I'm really your friend. That's what he needed.
Yeah, for sure. But it was also like the whole what was this, the Samson story that he told, and the whole like moral was like, oh, we're gonna have the house come crushing down on them, falling down on all of them, and they literally did it. So I was like,
literally did the Samson. Ask for enough power to get through, to just pull the things out, post out, and that's exactly what they did. You're right. That's really good.
So but I don't think he's dead, man. If they find a way that he doesn't die, I'll be cool.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't think he's dead.
I think he's dead.
Yeah.
I think he's dead. I think Julian Richards, I think he's super dead, which is great, because when you get death, because he's always death to me, supernatural.
Oh,
death dying.
Stackhouse.
That's Trevor Stackhouse. Julian Richards is his name, but yeah, he should be death all the time.
Yeah,
no matter what the show is.
I gotta say though, one of the most satisfying deaths of an asshole I've seen in a long time with Tony, who's the enforcer, I guess.
Yeah. Oh
You
my
know,
god.
of
He
the
made
staff.
him eat
He made him eat the
stun
taser.
gun.
Oh
like, look at
man!
you, man.
When Nick is like, "How's it taste?" Was it Nick? Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
It wasn't
yeah,
it.
Nick is
Now
good.
that
Nick
I
is
did
like,
like.
yeah, it's like, "How's it taste?" And he just starts like, and I'm like, "Oh, he's just gonna put it in his mouth." I was like, "Oh shit!" He like swallows it.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know, so that was a very, very satisfying death because the whole time you're like, you want this guy
Oh,
to die so bad.
Dude,
well, I hated him.
he
Yeah.
needed to be punched. I wanted him to like suffer.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, and he suffered. He suffered. Yeah, but yeah, you know, I mean, but it's just by the end, the last couple episodes were so much, man. Because what happened with the chief, what happened with Drew, like the whole police department, it went to shit. You know, the thing with Maureen, you know, all the other
That
kids.
Maureen thing was, whew, boy.
You know, yeah. So it's you know the Avery stuff. I thought the last 2 episodes like really saved the show for me. You know. So, but I can see because it, you know, the first 3 really dragged.
Mhm.
The middle ones got better, but those 7 and 8 were like, damn, okay, like
I think
really
once Luke got out got really interesting because all
yeah.
him trying to get out of the institute and then seeing all the people turning on him and then getting through the town and then seeing what happened with the sheriff and him getting killed and then the other cop turning on him. Like I think the last 3 were really good.
Mm-hmm.
So once Luke got out, that was a lot. It was good, really good.
Yeah. American Gods had a good version with Anubis. Yeah. American Gods is another great show. It sucks it didn't end the way it should have ended. It just stopped, I think. So
Just no one else was watching it. Yeah.
that's part of the issue. But yeah. I don't know. I had a good time with it, but I could see why, you know, it drags a little bit for sure. In the beginning, in the middle, it gets a little bit better, but for me, the ending was like it was worth it, but I could see why it wouldn't be worth it, you know, for like something like Brandman. You know.
It had to pull out your heartstrings too. So like it's the kids at the end of the day. It's the kids that really pull out your heartstrings that you connect with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Too many shows got ended early. So many. Or they end bad. They end bad. Yeah. So any theories for season 2?
But I have some bad things before we get.
Oh, you got something? Okay. What you
I
got?
have some bad things. Once we talk about the first 3 episodes, you know, too
Mhm.
slow, dragging out too much whining by the kids. I'm not sure. Luke was very unlikable
Yeah.
in the first 3 episodes. Like, I'm supposed to be asking for this kid. Fuck him. So there was a lot of that in those first 3 episodes. I thought they just dragged things out that didn't need to happen. They, you know, even the idea with Ben being a knock it around and then having, you know, the lady on the street. I just feel like they did things that were totally unnecessary to the point where you got to the end of the show, you forgot it even happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if it's something I get in 8 episodes later, I don't remember it happened. You probably didn't need that in the damn show.
Yeah.
You know, I'll say the actor that played Luke, who was the main kid,
Mhm.
not just the first 3 episodes, but overall, I don't know how good of an actor he really is. Overall,
Which is crazy. That's Martin Freeman's son.
I know. And it's just,
Yeah. But he's kind of new to the game, I think.
he had one
His
trick.
IMDb doesn't have a lot of stuff on it, I think.
He was like
Yeah.
a one trick pony. I feel like that was a problem in itself. I think they should have had a better plan overall. You know?
Yeah.
So like that was there were issues with the front and the back house and the back of the house, and then you forgot there was one kid left in the front of the house that we didn't see for like 3 episodes.
George?
Yeah, George is just sitting there by himself eating junk food for like 3 episodes. No one talks about him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so there's some things in there that are, not great. Them never getting to the news crew, no one going back for the thumb drive. There's just some things that are just like weird, like huge red signs. Like, what the hell are you doing? What are we doing?
Well, somebody does get the hard drive, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the 6B they go back and go get it, but no one else in the damn show remembered. Like it happened, and they're like, we need to go back and get it, and no one goes back and gets it.
Yeah. That was a little silly. Yeah, because Tim was saying, "Oh, you already destroyed the evidence." I was like, "Hey, no one knew he had a thing in his pocket."
Yeah.
Like you were the only two people. Yeah, so I get it.
Yeah, there's a lot of plot devices in the show. That's why I think that, and it did a bad job setting those things up. So,
yeah. Well, you, Brett, man, any like specific issues you had?
I think Brian just kind of verbalized what I was getting at. Some of it just kind of felt kind of tropey, and that's kind of what I meant when, it didn't really feel like anything that I hadn't seen in the past done a little bit better. It just kind of felt like it was kind of bits and pieces of other things I've seen kind of stitched together, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I thought the acting and the look of it really carried it. So like I said, I think I just kind of felt like a sense of disconnect due to me like watching it tons of times over in the past, just kind of executed a little better. And that's kind of why I had a tough time kind of getting invested in it involuntarily.
Yeah.
It was fine. I'm definitely going to watch another season because I'm kind of looking for that payoff. I don't know. Maybe I need to give it a second. Maybe I need to give it another shot. But it was fine.
Yeah.
Didn't hate it at all. I just thought it was okay.
So here, maybe you guys can help me out with one of the issues I had was when Avery gets sent back to, or gets sent to the back house, right? Or back of the house, whatever. And Kalisha and Nick are already there. And she's starting to become a veggie, kind of thing, kind of getting brain dead or whatever. They like pull her out of it. And then that's it. It's like no one, they don't talk.
She was the first one that Avery tried to do that on, because he also did to all the rest of them. Everyone else was in those beds. He was able to do that. That was the first time.
Once he got more, power, he was able to do it to the other people.
He had the same power. So ever since they put him in that tank that unlocked his power, he knew then that he had enough power to go and do a lot of these things.
Oh yeah, he was gonna mess stuff up.
And that's why he knew then, but he went to her brain and restarted her brain, basically, and cleared it all out. But then when he knew he did that to her, that's when we knew that he was going to do it to all the rest of the kids in the back room.
Yeah, but because when they're in there and she's like, she goes, "No, I can't get out," or something like. It seemed like she was like obviously stuck in her head. But it was just like, I don't know. It felt like it went really quick. Like she didn't explain like, oh, I was stuck in a wall that they made or something. It was just like,
it could have been
like, what
as
happened?
simple as I was stuck in a room and I couldn't get through the door, and you unlocked the door for me.
Yeah,
that would have been a simple explanation that would have explained everything that would have that happened, and without just depending on what the actors are saying.
Yeah, but there's a few other issues like you said, Brian. But yeah, and those are things I think they can figure out. Like Tim already shot. Spoiler, if you already haven't been spoiled, Tim shot Drew. All right. How do you not just turn around and it's like, well, Miss Sigsbee, Bye. And it was like, she's the problem. Like, you shot the dummy with the gun. She's the problem. You know. So yeah, but I did love Miss Sigsby. Just like her look was very like unkept, and she wore these dark baggy clothes, and she just walked around like she didn't give a shit, like at all times. And when she actually stopped giving a shit, it was just like she legit it's like stop care, because at the point she's like, well, we're all gonna die, you know. And it comes back to everyone else like, what are we gonna do? She's just sitting there like, oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, but
Like,
she said that she was sad. She called her father. She's
oh,
grabbed
yeah.
a picture of her father and all that. So I think we're gonna find out that she was actually one of those kids in the institute. Also, the fact that she has the thumb drive. The question is, does she then turn that thumb drive to the authorities, or does she
What she do
take
with
it
it?
to the guy that we saw at the end? So you take it to his house and say, I have copies of this. You hurt me. I'm going to, send it automatically get sent to the news stations. And that way she could start control. The problem with her is that she felt like she was not in control of the institute. If you could do those things and she could gain control again, then I think a lot of things could change for her. So I think that she could either go to the actual media, or she goes to him and tries to control the situation now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think she tries to get back into it. So I think, like I said, I think it's gonna be blackmail. You know, kind of like not blackmail, more like, oh, here you go. I'm a good little soldier. You know, let me back in and let me do what I need to do. You know, I don't know. She could do that, or she could just go.
I think she goes blackmail still.
Yeah. I mean, she seems like that kind of character. You know,
that doesn't like to listen to anyone else. So that's when you say Stackhouse was there. She didn't want to listen to him.
Yeah.
He wants control of everything.
Yeah. Oh man. Excuse me. But here we'll finish things off with our ratings. So this one's Now Later Never Now means go watch it right now. All the season 1 is out streaming, so you can go check it out if you wanted to. Later means whenever you get a chance, not that big of a deal. Never means just skip it altogether. Brandman, what you giving the Institute?
Even though I was kind of mixed on it, I still need to give it a now, I feel like.
Okay.
Just because there is a lot, there is a good enough amount in the show that works. I think that it does have the potential to step its game up with a second season. Like I said, I didn't hate this season at all. I didn't even dislike it. I was just very like meh on it. Like I said, I'm considering revisiting it and maybe just kind of plowing through it in one sitting, maybe this coming weekend or something. But it's definitely not a bad show. I just think it I had just kind of seen it before. Maybe I need to just kind of let it set in and then kind of rewatch it through fresh eyes. But I still need to give it a now, just because I think the acting and the look of the show, and to an extent the tone did kind of keep it afloat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Real quick, before Brian goes, Maria said the boy on the show is less annoying than Ellie on The Last of Us. Avery was amazing. He was such a good like actor, like a little young actor. I don't know how old is he.
But Luke was annoying. So
Luke was a little annoying. He redeemed himself by the end. You know,
he definitely did.
You know, but halfway through the show, you're like I want to slap you, kid. But Avery. The second you meet Avery, you're like, you protect him with your life. It was like such a innocent young kid who just was a great actor. But yeah. All right, Brian, what you giving the Institute?
The first 3 episodes are later. 4th episode on a now. So it's a now by hair. Like that. I'm telling you, that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That if that was all the show, this would be a definite now. In fact, you have to get through the first 3 to get to that. That's what's just on the edge of now.
Mm-hmm. So it was that 5/8 of it. It's good.
That's about it. Yeah.
And I'm gonna give it an out as well. You know, like if you can muscle through the first 3 episodes and kind of just get the names, get the concept, what's going on, and then once it actually gets going in episode 4, I think then you're like, ooh, what's gonna be next? You know, and then by the end, I think you'll be kind of surprised. You're like, oh crap, I just went through 5 hours of a show because you know 4 through 8 were really awesome. They're really, really good. You know, yeah. So, but fun show. Stephen King, you know, does Stephen King stuff with his books. So, you know, kids get tortured or die or both. So,
You know, Stephen King says, "F them kids."
Who you telling?
Yeah. Oh man. But cool. I think that is it for our thoughts. Well, it's up. What's up, Anthony? But yeah, that's it for our thoughts of this Institute season 1. Again, appreciate Nikisha for telling us to check this out right before it dropped. You know, and you know, it was worth the wait. I think it was worth the wait. It was worth the watch. So make sure you guys go check it out. Season 2 is gonna start like filming like this year. You know, we just looked it up. So like this year. So we're not gonna have to wait like 4 years for the next season. Like hopefully it comes out this time next year. You know, August, September, somewhere around there. Like
best time to do it. And keep everyone engaged. It comes out right at the beginning of the fall season, right when kids go back to school. It's perfect time.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we appreciate everyone hanging out with us. If you're watching on the replay, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about the Institute. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Any issues? Any parts you liked about it? Just tell us your thoughts. And make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come and join us when we talk about shows like this, other movies, trailer reactions, all that fun, nerdy stuff. But we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. And if you are in the live chat, stick around because we're going to get into your comments right now. Oh man. But yeah. All right. Yeah, not too many comments about this one. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's getting a second season. IMDb, it's got a 6.8 out of 10. You know, Rotten Tomatoes got a 63% on Rotten Tomatoes, 70% with the audience.
That's why I'll give it about 7 out of 10.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good question. Chill said, which do I watch first, The Institute or Paradise?
Paradise.
Easily.
Yeah, Paradise. Yeah. Paradise is it's really good. The acting is way better all the way around because you have like good actors, like really good actors in all of Paradise. You know. But for me, Paradise reminded me of Silo. You know,
very much so. In the world type
same
of thing.
Vibe kind of thing. Yeah, you know, The Institute again reminded me of like a few different things. You know, so. But both were good. But I'll watch Paradise first.
Me too.
When did Paradise season 2 even start? Filming?
I mean, Sterling K. Brown is in every other show, so I don't know if he has time.
Right.
2027.
Oh shit! Last day on set, Paradise season 2 officially wraps.
To be released in early 2026.
Yeah. So 10 days ago, 11 days ago, that's the oldest one I see. They wrapped filming. So about almost 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be coming up pretty soon. Then
says you're not ready. Says you're not prepared for.
You are not prepared. I just see that. So. Season 2 is gonna be good. Season 2, I don't want to spoil it, but season 2 is gonna be really good. Yeah, because Sterling K. Brown, he's a man on a mission now. Yeah,
let's go. I like it.
Yeah, so that's awesome. That's good news. Damn, I didn't even know they started filming. They already and here they are.
Yeah, I had no idea they were even filming it, much less finished with it.
Sterling K. Brown says, like, this is like a movie. I could get this done. Give me 32 days and a piece of gum. Got you.
Just go. He's always in filming mode. Like, right? He's just like, he finished filming 2 weeks ago. He's already filming something else right now.
Black actors got work, man. Ask Anthony Mackie. He in every other thing.
Everything.
He's Sam Wilson and Clarence.
At the same time. Yeah. Well, here, so
me and Chill talked about the comic book Truth by Isaiah Bradley. That would be awesome if they did a show on that. I doubt.
Yes.
If they did, man.
Yeah, like that's a show just waiting to happen.
The six part one. So after I talked to him, I actually pulled it back out. And I was reading it again. Fire.
I think they're too afraid, man. I think they're too afraid.
You would have to face up with some real serious things.
Yeah. Especially in the American climate we're in right now about history in general, which sounds fucking crazy, but yeah, but also it could be a time to make sure shit like like the Tuskegee experiments and stuff like that don't get forgotten, don't get erased, make a show about this fake guy who happened to be in this real thing, so
make people feel like they aware that this could be possible. So
yeah. But I don't know if Disney got the balls for it. I was thinking of a better term for it, but we got 2 episodes of Alien Earth episodes. Oh, we got 2 episodes tomorrow?
Yep.
I didn't realize we had 2.
Me neither. That's a fucking show. That's amazing. I don't know. Who said they're not liking it? Was it Anzo? Or Anzo said he is liking it?
No, he said he liked it. I mean,
okay.
He only likes 4 things a year. And so that's made it.
that's one of them right there.
That's all. He only can allow himself to like 4 things a year.
He only has enough space in his heart for 4 things a year. That's it.
So yeah. I already like 3 things, guys. I can't like another one. That's just what it is.
Everything else done. Yeah. But damn, man, you bringing up the Paradise. I had to look it up on Rotten Tomatoes. 86 and 84%. Critics 86, audience 84.
Audience is wrong. It should be 90, 96.
But yeah, it's good. Mama said, shoot, they're erasing stuff like the Tuskegee Airmen, and they allowed female Marines in World War II, like B. Arthur.
Shoot, they're erasing everything. You're not gonna know Egyptians or the Jewish people that were from you're not gonna know anything from anything. Yeah. All the stories that we actually know are true. No one will tell you about.
Yeah. And already the stories that they do tell are already so sterilized, I guess. Because they say like growing up in
sanitized,
sanitized, is like with like slavery, like, oh, this happened, this was bad, blah blah blah, but they don't get into like.
But they liked it. It was good for them. It taught them work ethic.
Don't even get me started with that shit.
I will break your neck. Come on. And the things that you do, say those things, and you can't whitewash everything.
Yeah. Not
everything. Come on. There's some things that are just what it is, and some things are not, and just leave it at that. So it's when you talk about history, unless you're going to do the research on it, realize that you're not getting the true story. History is told by the victors, and they're always going to seem like they were on the right side. even if they're on the wrong side.
Yep. Yeah. I was already thinking by watching. I mean, that's what it is. But now it's just a racing, man. It's crazy.
We're not going to we don't want you to read any more books about slavery. Why? Because we're going to pretend like it doesn't exist. Florida just like, no, slavery, it wasn't even that bad.
Yeah.
You know, it's chattel slavery and the worst slavery you could ever have in the world, ever. And, but no, it wasn't even that bad. We're just going to erase all the books. You're not allowed to have any more books or read about it.
Give me that. That's why like the shit like Jillian Michaels was saying last week, I think. I was like, I didn't like her to begin with, but damn.
Yeah, she always weirded me out, but now, like, yeah, I actively dislike her.
Yeah. Like, slavery wasn't that bad. It was like, because that's the thing too, is like they just don't teach you like, it's they're slaves. Yeah, it's like, nah, man, like they mutilate their bodies, like I read a story where like they would like turn their skulls into fucking cups, burn their bones into like different like oils and whatnot and stuff like that. It's like fucking yeah.
And you say you can't erase the truth, but look at look at the Native Americans.
Yeah.
Look at the Aborigines. People don't even know about the Aborigines.
Florida is a horse of a different color. Florida is Oklahoma is the one that's getting wild, because they want to teach the Bible in school, which is okay. You can make an argument for that, but they want to teach the Trump Bible. And then I was reading that they want to get rid of like the woke teachers, so all the teachers have to like go through a re-education test or whatever that is given by PragerU. I'm like, no, what?
Oh, I'll
so the
love to talk
teachers
to
who
Darius about
spent
that.
who became 8 years minimum to get their master's degree to become school teachers, and they're like, nah, this dickhead at PragerU is gonna tell you what the history is. It's like,
it seems like what's her name from Harry Potter?
Umbridge.
Yeah.
Umbridge.
Seems like like they're literally acting like Miss Umbridge. Crazy.
A note on the wall: slavery will not be talked about.
We don't want you to talk about those things. Those things aren't true. Don't worry about it. We're going to talk about happy things.
I was going to say, instead of pink is just orange.
Oh,
we just watched all this stuff on Saturday. Exactly. Yeah, but the other one that got me crazy was like, oh shit! I was like, you're gonna have PragerU like prepping teachers.
Yeah. I don't know what to even say anymore, man. Honestly.
Yeah. Like PragerU tells people who watch it, like, oh, slavery is not that bad. It taught them skills. What? Like that's the shit that is said on PragerU. Like
it.
And that's the stuff that goes on in Florida all the time. Like really teach the kids that.
Crazy.
Eventually they're going to believe that, right?
Yeah. Like they're already prepping minds for that shit. It's hard. A good example is like with we always talk about it with Watchmen, the show Watchmen. Started off with the Tulsa massacre, and
most people didn't even know it existed.
Yeah.
Is this
you got a lot of people coming out. Yeah. It's like obviously, the individual story of that character is, probably didn't happen, but the actual thing, like, yeah, people were just like, what? And then like research for it, skyrocketed through, for that week and so on. So it's like, if Disney wants to do Isaiah Bradley story right now, right now might be a good time, I mean, you'll piss off a lot of people.
Can you imagine what he will do? He'll come after
Oh my god! I mean, he's already coming out after ABC. Anyway, saying that they're trash, the trash news station.
He's going to he'll cancel the football season. So
Oh my god! Can you imagine?
Let's just get out of here. I'm at a point right now. I can't even deal with this anymore. Just like,
I get it.
It bothers me so much.
I know. Yep. But all right, let's get out of here. Go back to real life instead of talking about movies.
Oh my goodness, that's worse.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Night, Mama Bear. Appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out. Ace, Chill, Maria, Fernando. Anthony came in. Cult Lords. Travis,
Terrence.
Yep. Anzo, Danny, Books came in for a little bit. Delta. So, yeah. Forgot anybody? Sorry, but appreciate all you guys coming in, hanging out with us. We will be back. What's today? Monday, Thursday. Talking Peacemaker again, and then we'll see what else we get ourselves into. But cool. Let's get out of here. Have a good night. We will see you guys on Thursday. Later.
Peace.
See you guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.